recording.
What do you want to do with this?
Turn. Boom. What? Yeah, later.
Or you should give your face a wipe.
I got like
Get some like brown stains.
brown. Oh yeah. Here's some dinner. What is up, guys? Can we edit this bit? Welcome to this Friday's Chocks, we can't even start the show until you open up your Red Bull.
It's not that cold. The fridge ain't cold anymore.
It's not what?
It's not feeling. It's not cold.
That's cold enough.
It's a tiny can. It sounds tiny.
Isn't that the normal size?
No, because I bought a 4-pack.
Ah, normally it's a bigger one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. This. Hey guys, we got Law in the house. We have Ryan in the house. He doesn't normally get a chance to watch any of these Friday Q&As. So.
Hey, nice one, Ryan.
Hey, live from Anime USA. How's it going, Law? Are you doing that karaoke? Are you manning that very nicely?
Oh my God, 2 weeks, and it's Christmas Day. 2 weeks and 3 days.
What's 2 weeks?
2 more weeks.
Yeah.
And a couple more days.
Then it's almost Christmas.
Christmas.
What's the plan?
I don't know.
Hello, we've got like 5 days of work to do. Does it start on the 25th or does it start on the 26th? It starts on the 25th, doesn't it?
I guess so, yeah. 25th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 30th.
Yeah. We gotta like nail that down and then contact people to say it's okay and then do some videos. What is up, Tiago?
Contact people?
Indeed. Yes, we gotta do all of that. Mr. Greg Michalowski in the hole. 6 sneaks of Christmas. 6 is 5.
6 or sneaks. 6 or 7. I don't know. We've got that list written down already.
All right. Yeah. What is up, Matthew Brenton Friedley? Indeed. Yeah. It's been some things they got to think about for Christmas. Hey Jay, HMS was never ever in the vault. Sean Wiggett in the house. HMS. You know, I gotta say, it's much harder to do those sneaks now that NYCC basically messed up with our mojo. They do the drop test products and get shipped to the customers. No, they don't. Well, yes, they do. Is the answer. They do, but not that packaging because the packaging gets mashed up a little bit, so we don't use that packaging. But the product itself. Absolutely, as long as it's passed. Why not? What is up, Ashley? Where's Eric? Is he in the house? Trinity Young in the house.
Right, number 48.
How about them VGAs? Asked Hector. It was an interesting one, wasn't it? We'll talk a little bit more of that in the VGAs.
Ah, the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's not called the Video Game Awards anymore.
It's just called the Game Awards.
Okay.
Yeah. And everyone's looking forward to the PlayStation experience this weekend. Is it this weekend or is it next weekend? Oh my God, I'm keep getting my days all mixed up. It's this weekend, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's this weekend. You said, yeah.
Yeah.
What do they normally announce? What did they announce last year?
Wow, can't remember that far. Last of Us 2?
Ashley, Eric's already fallen asleep. That's not good news. What did they do last year?
Where's the dates? Doesn't even say the dates. Yeah, December the 8th to December the 10th. Yeah.
That's the day. Yeah. That's the day. Stay up early tomorrow to watch the stream.
But that's the early bird ticket holders, and everyone else will have to wait until.
But is there like some sort of like? Is there like a
pre-event? Yeah.
Like a show?
Yeah, it's a whole show for PlayStation. You know, a big, massive venue, like with couches and stuff.
I'm sure you can play, but is it like an actual show, like an E3 kind of show? I
think so. Yeah. You can. You can go and play the demos and stuff.
Well, I get that, but I'm saying, is there like an actual show that they stream and stuff, like E3?
Yeah, they stream it. Yeah, definitely.
There's a show, yeah.
It's a show, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's the PlayStation only.
No, I understand that. I just want to make sure there's an actual show because they can do like reveals and stuff there. Yeah. Brandon, Alex, are you growing out your hair for a special sneak? I haven't got any hair. It's a figment of your imagination. Well, yeah. All right. Cool. Well, Thank you so much for joining us. Today is the... always need to close these. Let me open that up. Just close down the admin chat. Let's see. The laws all chatting in there. Let me just close all of that. Options. Turn off chat. For all contacts. Close that.
Hello.
Yo! Okay, right, cool. Welcome. Today, it is the 8th of December, 2017. Thank you for joining us. It is 5 past 10 p.m. here in Hong Kong. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe. Good evening, Asia. And very, very late evening to Australasia, if you're in the later time zones. How are you all doing? What should you be doing instead of watching this? Thank you for joining us. Etc., etc. Chocks.
Yo.
Indeed. We have some things to discuss this week, but of course there's nothing in terms of, there's no 35k reveal.
There's no drastic changes this week.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned the majority of the stuff last week, for example, with regards to shipping, etc., etc. The only thing I want to say this week is that tonight will be the last chance for Aku exclusive version. As you guys know, that we're going to close that tonight, so we'll probably close that after the stream, and then the pre-order phase will be on paused for 2 more weeks, and then the last chance weekend for the Aku exclusive version will reopen from the 22nd to the 25th of December.
Right.
So an extra 4 days, give or take 4 days.
Yeah.
For Aku exclusive. So guys, you're still on the fence, or you want to wait until actual Christmas Day to pre-order, then by all means wait until then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, for sure. So definitely we've been very happy with how Aku's been performing, and we will be coming back with, obviously we'll see how that last chance weekend goes. This is going to be quite interesting. It's on the 22nd to the 25th, so it includes Christmas.
Yeah.
How many people do you think people will be completely forgetting about it, or do you think people will think it's a good time to get it? I mean, I don't know.
Don't know. I mean, maybe people, open their presents, receive their Christmas money on the day or a day before.
Sure.
Or, things, they just want to do something on that Christmas day.
Yeah.
But that's the option there. So we're going to send out newsletters every week up until that weekend to remind you guys about that.
Niels, do it. And very, very cool, Alex. We're happy that we got enough support from the wholesalers to actually allow us to go ahead and produce lore. So that's really cool. We're going to be happy about that.
Great news for Tekken fans.
Yeah. So Curtis, in terms of China / Hong Kong, it is sort of commercialized. Is it celebrated in the traditional ways of the West? The answer is no. Do we ourselves, as being British, celebrate it? Well, obviously I have a young family. Harvey Elizabeth are eating from their advent calendars every day. It's like, chocolate in the morning. They love it. Right?
Do they follow one per day, or
one per day?
Kind of like,
one per day. No.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It's a one per day.
Oh.
And there's a Christmas tree, presents on the thing. But so yeah, we do that. In terms of the sort of local Hong Kong guys, I would say probably a little bit, but not. It's becoming more over time, but just because it's
still a public holiday.
Yeah, right.
I think 2 days.
I don't think it is in China.
No.
I don't think it is on China.
I don't think this.
No, I think it's in China. Yeah. No, not really.
So yeah, for Hong Kong it's normally like 25th, 26th. I believe that's it.
Sup, Joe? Sup, Eric? Thanks for joining. Natalie Mankin in the house. Yo. Lisa's seen a little bit of that Fighty Kirby video. Did you finish watching it?
I finished it watching.
How was it?
It was funny, wasn't it?
Well, which bit?
The throwing bit.
The drop in the drop test.
Over the shoulder.
A slam dunk. Or a touchdown. That's how they do it across the American lines. So yeah, definitely that was fun. We should probably do them for all of them. I'll do it for all of it. See how it goes. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to do. So we'll get that done. If you guys haven't had a chance to see it, I did a production video for behind the scenes for Fighter Kirby, so make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah, that's posted on the.
Ooh, look at that! Joe Patterson's Fighter Kirby video convinced me to get on the waitlist.
Nice one.
that means it was worth it. That's great. That's great to hear. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Which part convinced you? The clean lines.
Yeah. What was? Yeah. Good question.
Yeah. Which part? Which actual part? The
nice one, Niles. Yeah. Niels. He's thinking about getting Aku Aku.
Aku Aku.
Yeah.
Exclusive version.
Yeah, you might as well go for the exclusive of this one. Yeah.
Version.
Yeah. So Joel, let us know in the comments which bit was it that you liked.
The packaging. I mean, obviously it's the product that comes first.
Did I miss the I Spy My Little Lie? When's that coming out, by the way?
Which one?
The thing that we're not talking to anybody about.
Well, that one?
No, this one.
Okay.
The let me just make sure no one can see.
You mean?
Hold on.
You want me to type it out? That one?
No,
I can't
no,
say
not that.
Go on. Nah, not yet.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah, I'm just saying. When are we going to get that shit in?
When are we going
to get that? Then we're not going to tell them about.
Well, when we get it in.
Okay.
Once we're like probably like 80-90% sure it's looking all nice and sweet.
Which reminds me, we've got to make sure that the is sorted.
Yeah.
Can we get that shit sorted before we start doing any of that? I spying with My Little Lie.
Aight.
Ah, Joel likes those clean lines. Nice one. Travis Brown, why not both? He says he's jumped on the second Majora's Mask wait list. Should also go for Fighter Kirby.
Oh yeah, Amanda Kirby's there as well. She placed her Kirby's.
Yeah, Amanda Kirby.
These last couple of days as well.
Yeah, I think she's got the entire line now, hasn't she?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, she bought the Fighter Kirby. Yeah, cool.
Sword Kirby, Meta Knight.
Looking forward to the Warp Star coming out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's really cool. That's really cool. Ah, Travis, because money. Indeed.
Money.
Indeed. All right, guys, we're going to kick it off this week for a week in review. And we will kick it off with, of course, as you know, last week was the 35k reveal, and that was Banjo-Kazooie. Very, very happy to announce also that included with Conker. And, you know, obviously working with Rare has been fantastic and been really, really happy with how that's been developing. And since that announcement, we did a blog post, which, you know, we did where we talked a little bit about our journey to 35k, the fact that we announced Banjo-Kazooie and Conker working with Rare. And that, to date, is our #1 most viewed blog post ever in existence. So that's just tickling 8,000 views. Now that, I think it's because IGN linked towards the blog post as well. That helps a lot, and some other people sort of link towards that.
Alana also shared it on her main page as well.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what's interesting is before Chocks, we would announce Metal Gear Solid, we would announce, you know, Bayonetta, we would announce whatever it would be, and the people that would get the traffic would be YouTube or Facebook, but there was nothing that tied it to our own website.
Right.
Having the blog has been fantastic for a way to actually get that news and be us to be the point of source of it, because it's very like, you get your news on Facebook, you get your news on YouTube, you get your news on anywhere but First Figures.
Well, once that blog has been up there for about a month or whatever it is, we can ask the guys how they're finding it. Like, do you enjoy it reading it? How many articles did you read?
Yeah, and that's quite interesting because a lot of the stuff that's on the blog is being coming out of the activity in the club for those that aren't on the page themselves. Now, I've seen Joel Patterson, for example, writing some comments, all that sort of stuff on the actual blog post. So I know he's read it. Anybody else has been reading those blog posts? Let us know in the comments. What do you think of the blog? We've been working with Miguel for just over a month now. He's been doing a fantastic job getting up to speed, understanding.
Yeah. I mean, just saying, have any of you guys shared out those TTs as well? Like,
well, that Save Ico one, I know that, do we have Brendan? Yeah, we have Brendan there. You know, that Save Ico one has done very, very well, 3,000 views. It's easier to get people to understand it when they're not in the club. They can just see an image, i.e. the blog post. They can go there and understand it, and from there then click in to go into the club, because it's very hard to convince people to say something. Well, when you got to log in, you got to be approved, you then got to find the thing above, all that sort of
There's
stuff.
There's a proper post for them to share out as well, much easier, because everyone knows that you can't share stuff from the club. So having that post on the main page is much easier to share out.
Yeah, no, I've seen Brenton is over there as well. He's been, reading them, and I've seen him leaving comments as well. Yeah, Joel's been watching as well. That's reading as well, which is great. Yeah, Anders like it as well. So even the fact that you've been in the club and you've seen the information, you know the information firsthand, it's probably nice just to reiterate it. And I guess, sharing it out.
I guess it's easy for the guys to search as well because it's all categorized.
Yeah.
So if they want TTs, they just go straight to that department. If they want, classes in session, etc., or just a brief history of that particular character, like Bowser and Aquamas, they can just go into that article as well. So, there's more stuff to do for the blog. Obviously, there's more ideas we're working through, making sure the website's, version 2.0 or whatever you want to call it. So hopefully,
Chocks and I made the huge error of thinking that we could actually get our website front end looking sweet before we went live exactly 1 year ago. We went live when Andreas started, and he started on the 4th.
4th of what?
December.
Really?
1 year ago.
Oh, wow. That's quick.
Lokesh? What is up?
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it? It's gone so quickly. And today we were there just penning the deposit against our lunch, our company Christmas lunch, at the same place we went last year, and God, it's gone so quickly. Do you think it's gone really quickly, or do you think it's gone really slowly?
It's gone really quick.
It's gone really quick.
It's gone really quick, yeah.
It's gone really quick.
I don't know, it's just, you don't think about it. Just every day coming in here and doing this and doing that, and next minute is, oh my God, it's Christmas again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay asks question, do you ever sleep? I feel like you're always working. Do we always sleep? Do we ever sleep?
Of course we sleep. We're Hillman. We've got to sleep sometime. Somehow.
Speak for yourself.
We just sleep in a different dimension.
Honestly, do you know when John wasn't here this morning? I knew he was going to be in. I was like, yeah, fuck this shit. Late night.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to sleep in tonight.
Oh, no. Yeah, when John's not here, you came in much later.
When
today.
John, yeah.
When John wasn't here, I came in at 7 this morning.
Why?
Because first of all, today, maintenance, electricity.
In your blog?
Yeah. No electricity from like 9 till 6 p.m.
So you got to get out of it before
I've got to get out of the house before. Also, I have no internet, nothing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So I had to get on this day.
Yeah. I was still in bed at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
But of course, when John's in town, I'm like, oh yeah, get here 8:45.
I get up early. It's just somehow just still come here. Yeah.
I get here actually when John's here. Yeah, just always pretend that I get it. Just like I get the 8:15 bus without fail.
So in fact, you don't really get much sleep when John's here.
Mark Johnson says it. I'll watch this on Mondays at work.
What? Who?
Mark Johnson says he'll be.
I will watch this on Monday at work. All right.
Absolutely. Chocks is a robot fueled by Red Bull, says Jake.
Yes, come on, Red Bull, hit me up. It's running low. Like stuff.
Tiago says, but you're in bed, but you don't sleep though.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So then that was the rare announcement. Of course, it's very, very.
And then and then immediately you posted, content straight away.
Yeah, of course, and that's because people were hyped about it, and I did that the same thing for Spyro as well. When we first launched Spyro, did the 20k reveal. The 20k reveal, I didn't do anything for 25k reveal. I didn't show anything for Metal Gear Solid, or did I? Not straight away.
Not for Bayo.
Definitely not for Bayo.
Not for Bayo. Bayo wasn't quite. That needs more time. Yeah. Did you do anything from Metal Gear?
I don't think so.
But the launch was pretty
quick afterwards.
Yeah, it was. Quick after the announcement.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, obviously we showed the Banjo body and the Kazooie wing, and was that it? And then the Conker render.
The eye.
And a lot of people are speculating on what the pose will be. People are speculating, is it going to be the chainsaw pose? Is it going to be him on the throne? Is it going to be this? Is it going to be that? All I can say is you have to wait and see. It is definitely looking sweet.
Stop using that now.
No, it refers to anything.
No. People are kind of like, oh yeah, if you mention a license and then you go tee hee, that means you got
the license.
Yeah.
No. I teehee everything. That's the point.
yeah.
Teehee everything.
All right.
That's how it works in poker as well. Just be crazy all the time.
Same answer every single time.
Exactly.
Hey Jennifer, will the Aku Last Chance weekend include a gold version? That will be no. That ended last Friday. So if you want the gold version or the combo version, you have to jump on the wait list.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So the sooner you jump on, the higher your chances of converting. So
Jake says we all know it's on the throne post. Chocks, why don't you say that, Alex? We all know it's the chainsaw version.
Hey Alex, you know it's going to be the chainsaw version.
Yeah, definitely there is. Oh, Jennifer's got the gold version. That's great.
All right, cool.
That's great. You got that in time, so that's really cool.
Well, why do you ask that question then?
Probably just to see the exclusivity of it, I guess. Maybe.
Okay. Right.
What is up, TM? Teehee is nice. Just start to use that at work too.
People did
The math.
Ah.
Anybody simply taking the Conker isn't a happy character. I mean, obviously, he's had a very bad fur day. So he's like in an angry pose. His eyebrows are down.
Yeah.
So what? It can be down in anything. How will his eyebrows be if he's holding a chainsaw? The fact that Nana say put it on the throne and say, look at this square, it matches. That could be anything for anything. So I wouldn't look too closely into that. So you just have to listen to a bit more.
For a long while.
Jeremy, teehee away, mate. Spread the teehees. Spread the teehees. Aiden Wood. So you've done a Saitama statue, and there's going to be a Genos. It's pretty awesome, guys. It would be pretty awesome if you guys made a Lord Brrr statue. What do you think, Jocks?
Sure. If
let's see how Genos does.
let's see how Genos, and hopefully when the season 2 comes, when we get a few more anime fans into the club, because
So we go. The next influx is going to be for Berserk, for anime fans, although they're quite different, right?
Yeah.
Then you're going to have Jet Black.
Yep.
And Alphonse.
Right.
Those are the next sort of 3 pushing for the F4F animes, and then as that keeps on going, hopefully we get more of a sort of group of people that are coming in that like the F4F animes. Tuesday teehees.
Tuesday teehees.
What we should do is, obviously it's been going bonkers. Everyone is like, oh, Happy Mask Salesman Mondays.
Yeah.
Zora's Tuesdays, right?
Right.
Whatever it is, Wednesdays.
And the recent one, what? T-Virus Thursday.
T-Virus Thursdays. What is it? Fog Friday.
My Hero Saturdays. Oh my god.
It should all be Teehee Tuesdays. So you can just put in whatever you want to rally for on the Tuesday.
Just create a post.
And then you can just go crazy.
Teehee post.
And then every time that anyone posts anything on that Tuesday for 24 hours, I'll just teehee every single one. That's how it should be.
So what about like today, there's a Game Awards, and everyone's like posting the same thing, the same announcement. How would you handle that?
All I can say is, it's very nice that finally, when people talk about Soul Calibur 6, we can say we had no idea that it was coming out at all. We had no idea it was coming. And there's other things that we know or don't know that we don't know about.
Wow, Bayo 1 and 2, alright. Bayo 1 and 2 on the Switch. Bayo 3. Yeah. And there's going to be a Devil May Cry HD.
TH?
Yeah. There's quite a lot as well. Some good stuff coming out.
Indeed. Yeah, no, so there's definitely a few things that we know behind the scenes. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. It's always quite interesting to think about. We're very, obviously we're not the game developer.
Right. We're not directly involved in game development, right?
Right.
But we're closely attached to it because of the products that we.
Right.
Look, Kanako's on.
Oh, what is up, Chagia? What is up, Kanako? Hiya! I said to her, can you say hello once, please?
Hello, alright.
I didn't even see her she coming up on the screen that she joined.
No, she just literally right at the top.
Hi, Chags! Are the kids in bed? N64 Classic with Banjo-Kazooie and Conkers confirmed. Speaking of, just going back to talking about Banjo, some people were a bit concerned about whether or not there was too much detail, maybe on the fur. Because if you look at Banjo, he has quite a lot of fine fur, but of course you can't have fine fur on a resin because it makes it look like it's flocked, like it's if you want to like actually have real fake sort of hairs on it. So we actually went for a lot of realism, but yet cartoony. So when you the cartooniness is from the bright colors of it. Yeah. That bright yellow beak, the redness of the cloak, of the spread out wings for Kazooie, Banjo's blue. Banjo's brown and his blue backpack and all this sort of stuff.
White fur.
Kanjo's white fur.
Kanjo's white fur, yeah.
So definitely when you see it from afar, you're really going to get that cartoony look to it. So yeah, obviously we showed you very, very early work in progress on that, but it's definitely looking very, very nice. So it's, and one of the things I was thinking, if this does really, 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 really well, it might be a contender to do a PPC on it, depending on how it goes.
Yeah.
Nice one, Jake. So we're definitely going to be. We've already discussed with Rare that we're going to be doing it very, very early Q2 2019 for 2018.
2019.
Well, it'll still be around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Q2 2018 for Banjo and Kazooie first.
Right.
So
as you guys know, because we've spoken to Rare, and obviously they're very happy with the progress. And guys, we could go early if we wanted, but we've got to respect the license, so we don't want to clash with those guys. I mean, they're really pushing for like Sea of Thieves. So if you guys want to check check that game out. If you guys like that game, let them know. Let us know. You know?
It looks really fun.
Yeah. So we like Alex is saying, the earliest possible for Banjo will be Q2 2018. So that'll be April, May, June, depending on our schedule. Yeah. So hopefully we can get something good out there, and I think a lot of people are going to be very happy with this one. Yeah.
It is big though. A lot of people are upset about it being too big or too small. But you know what?
I won't say it's too big.
These things are. There's a certain presence that's needed by size, if that makes sense. And at the end of the day, if you compare it to, we call it the cartoony range. So if you look at the Spyros, you look at the Banjo, you look at the Crash, you look at the kind of like, and the Shovel Knights, they all kind of look good together, right? I know they're not the same licenses, but they're pretty much like the First Figures range, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, appreciate what people are saying, but we're trying to get it at that perfect value for money. It's a price that you get your money's worth. That's the value point, and that's basically where it's at. Brenton's saying this size is fine. What is up, Scott? Medeiros. You're absolutely right, Chris. It does need to be big. So it is. It's a good size. That's where we're at.
How about Conker? Personally, I think
Conker and that absolutely to scale.
The response for Conker's been quite good.
You've been surprised about that, yeah? I've been a bit surprised as well.
Not.
I'm quite surprised that I've seen people like, I don't care about Banjo, but oh my god, I love Conker.
I guess people need to see what Banjo looks like, and then they'll start caring about it. But
no, forget about the statue. Talk about the franchises.
Right, but people's kind of like, it's Banjo, isn't it?
What does that mean?
But Conker's different, right? Conker's like, for years and years and years, more people have been talking about Banjo.
That's right.
And there's more, technically there's more Banjo merchandise than Conker, right?
Right.
So for many people that know about Banjo, not know about Banjo, they were quite surprised with Conker. And it seems like, out of the two, maybe Conker, because that's more fresh, right? Out the blue. So to see the response of Conker is quite interesting as well. And
I wonder whether or not Banjo or Conker might be a nice little plush idea.
There's been some plush though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Official plush.
I wonder how long ago that is. Though.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. But like you say, if it's like, I mean, it's still early days with regards to Crash. We have to see with what happens to the Crash resin. But if if it switched around and banjo does okay for resin, then like I said, PVC for banjo would be quite cool as well, and it'll probably meet some of the criteria that some of the guys want, with regards to scales and variety.
Sure.
And just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got 3 p.m. in the house. What is our 3 p.m.? Croc plush. Conker plush. Banjo plush. Conker plush is expensive as hell on the aftermarket. Maybe that's, I don't know what it is.
Just over time, things are going to get expensive, right? So.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Any merch for banjo, Scott saying. What's up, butt?
Bart.
Butt clip.
Oh, I heard you said butt.
But let us know if there's any F4F Friday Q&A with Chocks A virgins in the house. We like to every now and then.
Yeah, should be right, because Rare brought in quite a lot of new members over the week, and if this is your first stream, hope you enjoy the club so far.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy the sneaks.
Shout out to Jorge, just joined us. Marvelous statues. How's it going,
man.
mate? See him there? Yeah.
Yeah, I see him there. Yeah.
Conker plush would be
a couple
amazing.
more weeks for the entry for the Nightmare statue giveaway, guys.
Absolutely.
Make sure you sign up to Marvelous Statue YouTube. Yeah, I think it's pretty much approaching the closing dates for these giveaways. So, and then it's just down to watching the Christmas shows and see who's the lucky fella.
Yeah,
lucky
and more of those. What is it?
Which one?
The yearly awards. How no one ever even knows who we are.
Yeah.
Well, we are small potatoes, Chocks, so we'll just keep on being small, fingerling potatoes.
It's nice to be nominated, right?
It's nice.
It's like going to one of those. It's like
nice.
watching those those Oscars or whatever. Those
that's
reactions.
nice.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. I should record your reaction.
That's nice. Hi guys. Jake, your DuckTales pictures. If we could get those things out the vault, that's what I'd be doing. Jace, we actually just got a confirmation back from, I think last week, we got a confirmation from the licensor that we can go ahead with Guts. But we're waiting on the factory making the variant, the bloody version and the non-bloody version, and that exclusive lighting is kicking our ass at the moment. It's still not.
Yeah, we want to be happy with that one first. Yeah, exactly, we want to be happy before we go pre-orders.
What's up, Jake Nation? Yeah, exactly right. All right, so that was, of course, Banjo and Conker. Kirby, let's talk about the production documentary. If you haven't had a chance to see, there's a little blog post on our website. You can go see it, or you can just go to YouTube and check out a behind-the-scenes production diary that I made. It's like a little vlog, and that was quite fun to make. So if you guys are interested in that, we'll do some more of those for all upcoming...
How many more coming?
Well, I've done one already for Nightmare. It's already been done, and that was on the same trip. So obviously actually no, that was the day beforehand. So we're just waiting for...
So there's one more production video.
Already done and narrated. So that's what Jeffrey can do, like obviously in between busy times.
Yeah.
So we can do that. And just let people sort of absorb this first one.
Yeah, sure.
Although the view count's a bit low.
It's expected.
Just started, yeah.
I just started, yeah. We'll
see, if it improves over time, well, I'll keep doing them. If they don't, I'll stop doing them. So moving on to Sonic Silver Paint, you would have seen a bunch of, was that the one that was that the hands one?
It was like a whole bunch of hands paint all laid out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah? And then you had
it's no use. Or is it any use? Any use?
It's just no use.
Any use. I said any use.
Any use?
Any use?
Oh, okay.
Any use?
And then there was hands with checking out the lights, making sure they're bright. The
Did I do that as well?
There was one post with lights.
Ah, okay.
And then before that, there was sanding of the base. The Sonic 25th birthday cake.
People calling it no, not calling it birthday cake now. They're calling it ramen.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
They all think it looks like the instant noodles.
Ramen, yeah, instant noodles.
Instant noodles. But you can see the sanding that's involved with that because it's all hairy. So much harder than if it's a smooth base.
Into the grooves and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of patience is needed for that, and it takes a lot of skill to get that done right. For sure. So that's definitely something that's been working on for their work. The team is working on that. So yeah, Sonic is coming along nicely. It's done at the same factory as Silver, so that's kind of good because how do you paint the eyes of Silver the same way you paint the eyes for Sonic? That basic sort of concept. So yeah, that sort of consistency there. So yeah, Silver's coming along. He's on their home stretch. I think probably in a couple of weeks we can pack that up and get that out, and then 25th anniversary will follow on after that's the same factory itself. So yeah, it's coming along very nicely. Can't complain. I'll probably go to the factories myself just to see Silver.
Yeah.
I think less than a week.
Really? Okay.
Got to do that making of documentary first. Have you put that out yet? By the way.
Which one?
Obviously the one that we can't talk about yet. But have you put it out? As a for the doc in the club.
For what? No, not yet.
I thought you were gonna do like months ago, and then like.
No, not yet. Don't worry. I'll be all right. I'll be throwing out a few of those just to mix it up.
Have we done our guts yet?
Yeah, we had a guts.
We had a guts. Had a guts. Had a guts. Had a guts. Had a guts.
And then we had the Silver body being sanded.
The Silver body being sanded?
Yeah. It was just one lady sanding it, checking it, and then just place it on the table. Very basic, very simple. Yeah. I mean, look. The reality is, people always talk about how, you put the video up of the video, of the factory. Oh, it's child labor, it's slave labor, it's these workers aren't happy, or whatever it is, right? Yeah. The reality is, these workers are in. I'm not. There's no. They're probably more happy than me.
Well, apparently that's not very hard.
Yes. They're like laughing in the background. Playing music in the background.
Oh, that was that one video, yeah. But, a lot of people say that. Look, the reality is, working in one of those factories is pretty grim. If you're going to compare the resin factories...
join back in again.
Actually? Okay, yeah. The resin factories, if you compare to the other factories, it's definitely worse. Because there's an amount of dust pollution, because it's polystyrene in your shit. And then, of course, you have fumes from painting, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Definitely... it is worse than if you're working at Foxconn, which, if you don't know, they make all the sort of iPhones and the Apple and technical stuff, where it's in a dust-free environment, it has to be all that sort of stuff. But the reality is, the guys that work in the resin factories earn quite a bit more than the guys who work at Foxconn. Now, in those pay, you have to consider there is hazard pay, just general working condition pays. But also, you have to be far more skilled to work in a factory like that than if you worked at a Foxconn, because in a Foxconn it's basically put this one screw in this one area, rinse, repeat, and anyone can do it. It's just, can you pick this up and put it there? Something. I'm oversimplifying it, right?
So guys, the life lessons here. Always look for a job that no one can do.
Well, that's absolutely right. Absolutely.
Or no one wants to do.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And that, ideally both.
Yes.
Oh, Greg says he works in a factory and it's dusty as shit from the plaster. Well, there you go. Exactly. So,
but it pays well, right, Greg?
It should pay better than a normal standard factory work if you didn't have to, if it was something like just doing something on an assembly line, for example, right? So, these videos, people will just instantly say, oh, it's made in China, therefore it must be, etc. But the reality is, they get paid better than other workers in different factories because it involves skill, and there's a huge labor shortage. And the labor shortage, a bit of geographic knowledge about China. China's huge, but actually the east of China, which is along the coast, has so much more money than the west, which is closer towards the Silk Road, going in towards sort of Sichuan, Tibet, those sort of areas. They're definitely poorer. And they talk about why, the ports are on the east coast of China, and a lot of the build-up has been there. And you know, the fact the cities are mega cities over on that side, and a lot of workers have come. We call them migrant workers, have come over from the middle of China, from the villages where they were raising chickens or whatever it is, gone all the way to the East Coast to get higher wages, because the wages
unless they sold their land. You hear stories about that. Like the entire village, let's say the government paid the entire village. The entire villagers are rich because they had loads of land and just sold off the land, and every single person in the village is like rich. Yeah, you heard about that? Yeah.
Well, okay, okay.
It's a totally different story. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, but generally the migrant workers come over from the west side of China, which is the traditionally poorer side, and they go to the east for search of better wages, better jobs, and they find it. It's much better to work in a factory than it is to work back on the family farm, where the wages, I think, is, you know, $1 a day. That's the poverty line. It's $1 a day, and China's come out of this poverty. The WHO is saying that's a sort of that also the UN or something. It's, you know, it's $1 a day, and a lot of people in China had that. Yeah. But as they've gotten better and better, improved themselves, they've obviously come out of that poverty line. But what I'm trying to say is, for many, many, many years, the East Coast was just full of migrant workers, laborers, anybody that could come and get a better life than if they were living in the west of China.
Yeah.
Now they left. You know, that became. And that was apparent. There was tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of there's an abundance of workers. Now, about 10 years ago, there was a policy in China, maybe even longer, which is called, you know, 看西方, you know, look towards the west. And it's talking about the west of China, not of the Western world, just the west of China. And what they did was give loads and loads of tax cuts, whatever it could, investment incentives to invest further inland, because it was getting too much for the west side, for the East Coast, to push people back. And that meant that, okay, yeah, you probably wouldn't earn as much as if you went to the East Coast, but let's face it, they have migrant families, they have like kids that they leave at home with the grandparents while they're working, and they see them once a year, all this sort of stuff. So it's, if you can incentivize people to stay closer to home, maybe they'll just travel somewhere that's only 3 hours away, for example, so you can go back and see more often, right? So, you know, that's the reality. Now there isn't an abundance of workers, and therefore you have to encourage them to pay.
Did it work?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why all I hear, and that's
West,
why the wages have gone up, specifically because it's much harder to find labor, and that's just the reality. You know, so there's definitely Brennan says, after spending a month and a half in China, it's crazy to see the difference between the mega metropolis to the smaller towns. But they still have 5 to 10 million people around. That's absolutely right, Brennan. So whereabouts did you stay? What is up, Benson? You know, so definitely it's a bit of a behind the scenes with regards to, you know, the production videos and stuff like that. All right, Spyro polishing. What was that?
Polishing.
Yeah, we did a bunch of, basically Spyro is coming along very nicely,
you know, like filling in the gaps and give it a good, nice sanding, smooth.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you know, they because of the way the silicone works, the molds, you can't just like cast the whole body and just take it out in one piece. What you need to do is do them in separate pieces. So the legs, all 4 legs separate, connect them all, so it almost looks like a snake, right? Before you put the legs on. Yeah. Obviously you got to stick the head on as well, but it's kind of like this. And then you put it on the legs. You got to then fill in the gaps, and then you know, make sure that you don't see those seams, and that's what the polishing is involved with that. So look, Spyro's coming on very, very nicely, very, very nicely. It's you know, I'm very happy with this factory.
And you said it's the same factory that the
Majora's Mask, which makes it even more impressive because they're so big orders, both of them. Alright, so then Majora's Mask, we did the base testing.
Testing the base, you know.
Oh yeah, to make sure it fits.
The tree stump is wobbly.
Yeah, that one was wrong, so he changed it for one that was then okay afterwards. And then the spikes, and yeah, you know, just generally Majora's Mask is coming on very nicely. Look forward to going and doing a production behind the scenes video on that. So, you know, it's coming along to the painting, all that sort of stuff. Have they sent across the new base, by the way?
No. But the one from the warehouse is down here.
Oh, it's arrived?
That arrived yesterday, or was the day before.
Okay, so we just need one from the factory.
We need the new one.
Yeah, alright, perfect.
So we can compare.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Alright, cool.
Oh, there goes Brennan. Brennan says, we travelled throughout eastern China.
Yeah. All right. So you went down the East Coast, and therefore you went to the mega cities. If you haven't a chance to go towards, I mean, Xi'an is probably the westest you've ever been, but that's not even anywhere near like the west. What I'm talking like the sort of Gansu province and Qinghai province and these sort of places where it really is, pretty
out in the sticks.
It really is out in the sticks, but they're improving. Of course, all over China, it's improving a lot. So, I mean, I was in Shenzhen. Maybe you can't quite compare it to Shenzhen, but I was just looking around, and there's lots of people. I could have been in New York. Yeah. Yuppies sitting there drinking their Starbucks and being pretentious and stuff like that. I was like, wow, this is just completely different. It's just what it is. So yeah, all right. So moving on to Zelda masks. Yeah, no, Majora's Mask is coming very, very nicely. We'll keep on going with that. So what we're waiting on, I know a lot of people have been concerned about the base, and people have been concerned about the darkness of the base. And it's a very, very straightforward wash. We just want to make sure it's okay. So what we've got are the samples. The OG mask had the darker base, and the revised one that we showed on Last Chance Weekend for Majora's Mask was in a lighter color brown. And everyone was, what's a nice way of saying bitching and moaning? Well, they were doing that in a nice way about, it doesn't match. Right? I was like, don't worry about it. Oh, right, okay, yeah. About how it wasn't quite the same. So fair enough. We are waiting for the factory to send over the sample so we can show OG mask with a darker base, Last Chance Weekend with a lighter base, with a production one to see how they compare. 1, 2, 3, bada bing, bada boom. We'll do a video on that next week so you guys can see that. So you do not need to worry about that. What is up, Ryan? Alex Walker, he said he's interested in picking up the Bayonetta for the Switch. That's cool. Good. Alright. 36k already. Back at it again about a week and a half after we hit 35k.
Still a long way. Still a long way to 50k.
So let's keeping it with some more new stuff. You guys would have seen, I said, journeys start with a single step, and of course we have started that journey with the Dr. Neo Cortex, and I've got to say, Fun Daddy Addict's got a bit of a slap on the wrist. It wasn't too bad at all, but what?
Did you even get a reply?
Yeah, he was like, it's cool. And that's what led to the next conversation, which was, what's the line plan and stuff like that. Yeah, but basically, I hadn't actually let the Big A know that we were working on Neo Cortex, and our licensor goes, I'm just checking with you guys and I didn't realize because it was like reposted by Twitter. I always feel like we're in the group and then I post something there. It's kind of like stays in the group, but that's not how the internet works, is it?
It happened before.
It's not how the internet works, and that was Kamina, right? Yeah. For example, right? Yeah. And that's not how the internet works. And what happened was I put that out, and it went on Twitter. I can't remember who put it on there, and they go like, they're working on this. Who was it?
I don't want to say.
That's cool. Look, it is what it is.
I don't know the name, but I know who.
It's a person, or the.
Yeah, the person. He's in the group.
Well, yeah, obviously they're in the group.
And his Twitter has the spiral backdrop as his cover photo. He PM'd me this morning.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I then get a message from the Big A going, do you know what this is? It's not you though. It can't be you, right? I'm like, what a horror. Kind of is, but you haven't talked to us about it. I was like, yeah. P.S. Can we do a Dr. Neo Cortex? Like, yeah, fine.
Well, showed him the concept.
Yeah. Well, of course. But that was a little bit like oh dear. But no, phew, that was okay.
Well, the concept's looking really good.
Yeah, it's looking good. If we can pull off that thing that we're trying to pull off, that would be nice as well.
All right, Greg, you sent me something. I'll check that after the stream.
Yo, alrighty. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the SDR Taurus Chocks.
Yes. So you've been pretty busy with the SDR Taurus this week. You've been posting quite a lot of the test shots, the PVCs, because before at NYCC, the SD line for Arcturus was actually the resin version. So obviously we don't want to do a bait and switch, because obviously this is going to be a PVC line. We're going to make sure that the details, and basically the whole reason of these SD lines is trying to get, how do I put it, trying to gather the best of everything that's out there. You know, we want to make something small, we want to make something affordable, and we don't want to lose the details. The whole point of Dark Souls is like very detailed characters, and we're trying to transfer that onto PVC.
Guys, can you help me out here? What is up, JC? The blue on the head and the blue on the top, you know, on the scarf area, versus the blue on the skirt, are they the same color blue? Let me know in the comments. Just check online for some screenshots. Is the blue, these three blues, the same blues or not? Let me know. So the head, the scarf, and the bottom of the trousers, without me having to go and look on our website.
Well, you can always check your large.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at
your large Arcturus as well.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you can't be asked to go upstairs and check as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So guys, what you saw at NYCC was the resin version, and this week Alex has been posting the PVC samples, and we also made a blog post on our website with more breakdowns of this PVC, some of the pieces and the parts that were made to make this figure. And yeah, so again, we're quite pleased with it. We're surprised that the details are still there. Yeah, over 90% of the details are still captured. So yeah, this is the whole point of this SD line. We're gonna make something very small, but at the same time retaining all those details. And so far it's looking really good.
That is deep.
Yeah.
That's deeper than the...
What's this one?
That's how deep it goes.
Oh, right, okay. At which angle though?
Straight.
What if you go
in
angle all the way to the top of the hair?
Right, if I take that, if I close this out, right.
Does it reach that far?
You find that. Look at that. Indeed. Yeah, so you know, look, we're really looking forward to that. That's something we're working on for the exclusive packaging. We're going to do that again, very similar to how we did it with Crash Bandicoot. So if that's something that you like for the premium packaging, you want to be looking out for that, and that's sort of, we're working on that at the moment.
Yeah.
So
we've learned quite a lot of things from the Crash exclusive launch.
Let us know if you actually bought one of those and whether or not you like that exclusive packaging. Was it worth it?
Yeah, and you know, we took on a lot of good things from that and a lot of bad things from that as well. So we're trying to make sure that the next PVC launch would be a big improvement compared to the Crash one as well. So we took a lot of feedback from you guys as well with the Crash launch. So yeah, we took that on board, and we're going to make sure that for Arcturus and Slayer PVC, they should be as good. You know, we hope it is anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. Let's talk a little bit about Katamari.
Yes, so with Katamari, there's a post with all the what do you call it? The cups? Would you call it the cups?
Yeah, with the knobs.
The knobs
and the balls.
Yeah, they were all laid out, and you can see the painter going through each ring, painting around the rings. So that's looking very sweet. And yeah,
it's a lot of stuff in production at the same time, honestly.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Well, it's multiple factories.
Yeah, of course. Well, and then you saw obviously Solaire itself. That's under, you know, that we've been working on that.
Yeah. In the,
I mean, the Solaire, the resin.
The resin Solaire. So obviously, Sif is pretty much at the final stage. Yeah. All right. So the resin Sif is almost at the final stage. So we started the resin Solaire as well. So we're trying to pick up the pace again.
This is the PVC Solaire as well. Whilst we're here, you can sort of see the size of that. I'll do a close-up shot of that later on, right? And this is Crash, so you can sort of have a better idea. If you've got Crash, if you've got Solaire, you can sort of But this is significantly heavier.
Yeah, there's more PVC in
Much more PVC in this. This is, this is very thin. Obviously, the head is quite chunky, but this is like the head's chunky and the base is quite heavy as well. So you get an idea. And then if you... Chocks, you want to like lift that up?
Sure.
You can sort of get an idea of...
It has some weight to it, guys, this new DS line.
It has some serious weight to it.
And don't worry about these... this is just a test model, right? So
this is like the very first test shot, and
yeah.
what they basically didn't obviously have any packaging. They just sort of like stuck it, like wrapped it up like that. It sort of came like that. But obviously, if you have to do that in resin, you'll be like, pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
All of those will like sort of snap right off as well. So, OG Crash will be Darcy Q1 next year. So, yeah, obviously Aku Aku has just gone off, so we want to give a little bit more time for it to be absorbed in terms of letting people recover, and then we'll look into doing Crash. I mean, I've seen it. It's really looking on the final straight in terms of the paint. Looks absolutely fantastic, guys.
Yes, we're gonna do something very special for the Crash.
So Ashley says blues are different, lighter up top and more faded darker down the bottom. So this is correct then. Lighter on the top.
Who said that?
Ashley.
All right, guys. So if Ashley is wrong,
you blame him.
You
right?
blame him. All right.
Hashtag
blame Ashley.
Absolutely, yeah. So definitely it's something that we will just double check.
Yeah. Of course, we're gonna let the licensor check as well. So
of course,
yeah.
All right, cool. Then the poll for Persona 5. Yeah, it was a case of maybe too much confidants, enemies, and bosses, summon. Well, anything basically, and didn't really quite get any traction.
Maybe we split them up later on or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's mainly to see whether or not there was any kind of traction to get the license or not. Sort of thinking it's kind of like a three character license.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. We have to sort of see how.
3 is better than 1, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have thought there would be a little bit more, but it didn't seem to be able to come to a consensus for that, so that's a bit of a shame. Because people are like, oh, there's too many things. Well, you can say that for Yu-Gi-Oh, but look, you had 3 clear contenders coming out straight away: Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes Black Dragon.
And some of these Persona 5 fans are going to say, oh, there's different transformations and stuff, or maybe because that poll was actually in the club, maybe these guys want it shared out. Guys, if you really still want,
well, you say that, but so was Yu-Gi-Oh.
True.
They're all the same.
But somehow the Yu-Gi-Oh poll hasn't been pushed up recently, has it? It's kind of just like faded away.
Well, look, this is a club that is always ever moving, and it's hard to sort of see that sort of stuff. But I don't know. Speaking of license, any ideas on the Darksiders line? Would you be up for a 1/6 on a horse? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, all right. Scott says anything new with Nintendo. Let's see.
Wow, that was a surprise, right? The new DLC for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Already out to download. You guys, I'm assuming some of you guys are already downloading and playing it now, instead of watching the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny, you're right. The character poll did, but we're talking about for the Yu-Gi-Oh poll was I didn't give fixed information. I didn't give fixed characters. We did that for obviously we did the Phantom Thieves Persona 5. These are the 8 Phantom Thieves. Choose which you want to see, and then of course you have those at those different levels. But if you look at the Yu-Gi-Oh one, which simply says what's the one that you want, and then you had all the possible characters, all the enemies, whoever it would have been. It could have been enemies, characters, players, whatever it was. There was no anything specific, and that just sort of you found what came to the top from that. So we'll sort of see. Jeremy likes the idea of the horse. Gotta look into Darksiders. Maybe that's something we want to be interested in. All right, cool. Where are we at with the? So yeah,
just the general stuff. You did a question. What's the difference between resin and PVC? Oh man, there's been tons of feedback on that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people understood the difference between it, the pros and the cons between it. There's no good or bad between them two anyway, because they tailored for different types of purchasers or people with different kinds of expectations.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
there's no right or wrong, and it's good to know that a lot of people now are much more knowledgeable than they were, like, say, a year ago or before they were in the club, or and it's also good for new members that came into the club to actually look at some of the comments.
Yeah,
as well.
of course.
So now they totally understand what's the difference between resin and PVC.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good to touch on those topics once in a while, so people know. Oh, right. So they totally understand that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the usual blog updates and the weekly stats. It's kind of an ongoing thing. Every Wednesday, I believe, you post those weekly stats.
Yeah. It's interesting just to sort of have a little bit of snapshot every week just to see what's going on. Yeah, it's interesting just to sort of gauge, isn't it, Chocks?
Yeah.
I mean, nothing too much to say. Yeah, just if you hadn't a chance to go check it out, you go and check it out. Cool.
Right.
Alrighty.
I believe that's the week. Right, guys. So as always, every single Thursday we have a Temptation Thursday, and I just want to run through it. We've up to TT79 now, so
you need to hit by date.
It was because I refreshed it.
Okay.
It was
That's
that before I refreshed it.
Okay.
Yeah. So just to recap on last week's TT number 78, Secret of Mana, Randy, the classic version. It's pretty neck and neck. It's got 200 votes for yes and 196 votes for no. So we touched on that topic last week, right? About whether should have been more votes or not. But hey, TT never dies, so that's gonna keep on going. And then for this week, Assassin's Creed 2.
Ezio Auditore da Friends.
That's a mouthful, isn't it? Yes. And that's pretty neck and neck as well. I mean, it's got 266 yeses to 273 no's.
All right, Chocks, what's your thoughts on that? Now, the reason why I wanted to try this one in particular, because what I want you to do is, can you go and type in, remember, I'll just do it.
What?
The whole point of doing this, I mean, not the whole, a lot of the point of doing this was actually to see whether or not, when I tell people to rally the fans, a lot of people then, we talked a little bit about Abby Henderson doing one for Animal Crossing. And she's asking people, would you get Animal Crossing? Would you be up for that? Etc. etc. And so they vote on that, and she got a lot of numbers on that. Now, if you look, so if you type in, let me see, Animal Crossing. So for Animal Crossing, Abby Henderson, her poll basically had, as I said, over 550 votes, and 360 saying yes, and that is 204 saying no, or whatever, 209 saying no. And that's amazing number of turnouts, more than a TT normally would have done for us. So the question is, what would happen if we ran that web poll versus someone else? And I thought, the way to figure that out is actually if we look at what Johnny Walther did for his Johnny Walther.
Is Johnny on the stream?
He was on the stream last time. That is obviously from the Nerd Poll. Shout out to CV. And he said, let's see. That would have been in June. It was in October, right when we were at NYCC.
Yeah. Same as the Abby poll as well. That
she posted
that in October as well.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, can't forget Capcom's anniversary celebration. All those Mega Man games coming out. Lucky Mega Man fans with the Mega Man 11 as well.
So that's why I'm not spelling it correctly.
You get it?
Yeah, should be. Hold on. Sorry, where is it? Yeah, so in terms of the Mega Man stuff, that was amazing to see Proto Man and classic running Mega Man on the table.
Yeah.
That was amazing, wasn't it?
Front and center.
Okay, so it was the 29th of September, and So this is the interesting thing to compare. How did a fan-made poll, this case is done by Johnny Walther, do compared to an official TT?
Yeah.
And if you look at the numbers here, Chocks, so his no's were 220 no's. Chocks, how many no's have you got?
I got 273.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty similar. But the yeses I have here is 127.
I got
27, yeah.
I got 266.
So you got 260. So you got 500 plus votes, 540 votes in a day, versus 100, sort of 300, 350, 350.
Yeah,
so it's pretty. It's quite similar. However, one is overwhelmingly no versus one is very, very neck and neck. So it's really, really interesting to see. And that was part of the reason to try and do this. This TT itself, just to sort of gauge that, to compare it. Of course, one time we could actually go Animal Crossing as well and compare it to Abby's one as well. But it's very, very interesting. Let us know. Are you guys surprised with Randy from Secret Manor or Ezio Auditore di Firenze? If that's something that you are surprised about with the results, let us know in the comments. How did you vote? Would you like to see any of those versions done by F4F? Let us know in the comments.
Yes.
We have 2 more upcoming TTs, and that is Riala and .hack / and then it's going to be, once we come to it, we'll choose exactly which version of the .hack series. Right. There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, let's wait until 2 weeks later for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the most important one is Riala next week, because that's a special TT. That's going to be to vote or not to vote, and as always,
to save or not to save.
Yeah. As for those, we will have some render images knocked up.
I'll give you a physical picture, mate.
Yeah, physical picture knocked out there, all nicely.
Actual physical.
Yeah, so we'll put those images in the actual poll, and then we'll blog that as well, as we always do with TTs now. Post that on the main page. So time to rally the Riala fans, Sega fans,
all 3 of them.
Yeah. So guys.
Well, Knights didn't sell our world on fire, and the reality is, though, was when we didn't have the club. But on the flip side, Riala is a second character compared to the main character of Knight. So let us know in the comments. Will you be looking forward to Riala? Is that something that you would want to see? Let us know in the comments. What is up, Philip Perez? I was asking, I can't remember, what is your Dark Souls group called? Can't remember. You're the admin of one of the Dark Souls groups, right? Let us know in the comments which one it is so we can go check it out.
I think it's busy with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Rallying that, yeah?
Yeah. Busy rallying turtle fans.
Yeah, look, see, nope. Tabitha says nope.
Nope, not what?
Oh, Sean wants Riala. Sean's a old school Sega fan.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen his Sonic collection. Very, very cool. Yeah, Greg.
That's it.
Cool. Yeah, Andrew, we're now trying to wait for some place for the Varia suit for the factory to start production on that. I think we're going to get some white castings done before Chinese New Year. We'll have to see how that comes along. Alright, so last week's hashtag Chocks, over to you.
Yes, so last week's hashtag episode 47, hashtag F4FAC, which stands for Assassin's Creed, and then we had 5 winners.
Well, that makes up for this week, where we're going to have 2 winners, so it evens out over time, right? Alright, we're going to kick it off with a lovely lady, beginning with the M. The letter M, it's a 3-named person. That is Megan Tryfin Rowan.
Nice one.
500 war points coming to you. We're going to follow that up with another lady, I believe. Amber Ellis. Congratulations. Of course, it's not I believe. I'll be surprised if it's... anyways, congrats. And now we have 3 dudes. So we're going to kick it off with the letter A. And then the last name begins with D. Alex D. Oh no, I missed. No, it's a. Yeah. Oh, it's a C. Yes. AC. Congratulations to Andy. cover. Bada bing, bada boom. Wicked. All right, we have another. Oh, this is crazy, Chocks. Can we just go through the list? The first goal began with M.
Right.
The second goal began with A.
Right.
The first dude begins with A. the third dude begins with M, and the fifth person, the third dude begins with A. So that's Ma.
That's right.
Mama.
Mama.
That's right. So the fourth winner is Michael Aragon.
Hey, Andy Carver's in this.
Oh, Andy Carver, congratulations, mate. Well done, mate. So we got that, and then last but not least, Anthony Parent. How's it going, mate? Congratulations, 500 reward points coming your way. Phil will be following up with that. Did he actually? He didn't do it. He did do it.
Yeah.
Just before you bet? I thought you said he didn't do it over dinner.
He'll do that on Monday.
So he hasn't done it yet?
Yeah, I sent him that this morning.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, so that's for him to...
That's
give
for
that
him to do, yeah.
So you put your name on it because he's done it. No, he's doing it.
Yeah, he's doing it, yeah. I've
cool.
already sent the instructions out, yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, guys. So, yeah. Next week, the chance for win 500 reward points to 2 people chosen at random. If you put in the following hashtag F4F. Is it Riala next week, yeah?
It's Riala.
Real. Keep it real. F4F real. REAL. Hashtag F4F real. For a chance to win 500 reward points chosen at random to 2 lucky winners. Hashtag F4F real. That is absolutely right. Chocks, pin that post. Too slow. Still too slow. I'm gonna catch it before you do.
Got it. Clicked it.
Yeah, you clicked it. It didn't do anything.
What?
That's how you do it, mate. Bada bing, bada boom. Change your crappy mouse.
Brand new mouse.
Hashtag F4F real for a chance to win 500 reward points chosen at random. 2 lucky winners. Bada bing, bada boom. Is everyone saying it rightly? Yep. Billy's got it right. Philip's got it right.
Yeah.
Ivan's got it right.
Real?
Yo.
Good luck, guys.
Did Philip let us know, by the way?
About what?
What
The group. Yeah, he did.
It's just called From Soft Community. So it's not just Dark Souls then, it's anything, yeah?
Anything from
Software.
Yeah.
What do you think of that teaser, the VGA?
Oh my god, that was like was it a 5-second jobby? It was like nothing.
It's cool though, isn't it? Like bones, in between bones, it's kind of twisting kind of thing.
There's a lot of suggesting it's from Bloodborne.
No, it's very, very cool. All right, cool. Well, we'll see. Look forward to seeing how that's coming along.
All right. I believe that's it. Yeah.
All right.
Time for Q&A. It's going to be a short one.
Is that haha it's not, or haha it is?
Haha it is.
Okay, cool.
It's quite interesting though.
What? It is a short one?
Yeah, because I put like exclusive Crash Bandicoot, Aqualabs, blah 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 blah. And then obviously there was a URL link to the video. But for mobile users, they only see that bit. And
so no one's writing anything?
They didn't realise it's that. Because they don't click more or see more.
Well, why did you bother putting that bit on there? You should just put that as a separate post.
Because it's nice to know. But now they know anyway, because I removed it. And then,
all right. See more. You haven't removed it. Still there?
No, you got to look at it in mobile. It's fixed.
Even on this, you can't see it.
Yeah, you can.
Can you? All right.
You just saw it, the whole thing.
Well, don't worry. Adam's made up for the fact that he's given us 4 questions. So the fact that
Good.
All right, guys, gonna kick it off, Chocks. I'm gonna be focused on here. If there's anything, stop me at any time.
Yeah.
Adam Al-Gamal, hey there. Be excited to be so excited to have bought the combo pack for Aku Aku after pushing for the gold version. So I'll try to be brief. Number 1, Crash is close with his votes for his go card, or has the vote counter needed to be pushed back? Yeah, I'm a bit lukewarm on that. I don't feel like there's enough people that want some CTR. If you want some CTR, show me. Number 2, would you consider doing a Crash figure with his jetpack and one with his motorcycle? Well, let's just say that for Crash 2, later on, it probably makes sense to have something from the second game. You know, think of what you could think of that. And for Crash 3, well, you know, you can imagine that as well. Number 3, would you guys please do a Crash victory dance on the live stream for the Crash Resin pre-order? Yeah, we could do that, can't we? We don't have enough space right now, though.
Space.
That'd be quite cool. Number 4, unrelated up to Crash, but when is the last chance weekend for Snake gonna happen? It's looking like beginning of January or something like that. I don't know how quick the team can get it out. Have to see. Have to keep an eyes on that. Sorry that, guys. P.S. Who dat? You're gonna find out very soon.
Sorry, Shane, where do you ask the questions? Go into the club and search for Chocks A, and then select the latest post, and then it's there. Yeah.
I'll make it easier. I'll just simply do this, and I'll do this, and then I'll put it. It's in right there.
All right.
And also he asks, one more question he asks is, finally, do you feel like you've reached your goals for 2017? At the end of every year, I do a retrospective of the year and a recap, and I let my thoughts known then. So, you know, only a couple of weeks before I'll write that out, so I can give you some more detailed thoughts. So, you know, what's the word? Spoiler alert, very, very happy, but, you know, there's still 3 weeks to fuck it all up. Carl Magisno. Out of curiosity, is the mask have a last chance weekend? Are all statues moving forwards? The mask has, yes, you know, Aku Aku Mask is indeed going to have a last chance weekend. I believe it's on the 22nd to the 25th.
22nd to the 25th.
And
Aku Mask.
All
exclusive version.
Pre-orders moving forwards will have a last chance weekend. I think it's actually been really good.
12 months flexi pay option as well.
Bada bing, bada boom.
5 warehouses.
Patterson. How do you feel about the Conker and Banjo reaction? Yeah, you know, he said he's seen a lot of people covering the news. You know, I've got to say, I'm very happy with how that's done. I like other people covering it as well. And you know what, Chocks? I feel like, I'm going to be honest, I feel like we've gone from this tiny small potatoes to just, you know, obviously still small potatoes, but just a little bit bigger. It's nice. No? Well, I don't think it's getting smaller potatoes. Obviously, we're still small potatoes, but just to sort of, you know, with every license announcement, more people come in the club. Yeah. Gotta feel a little bit, you know,
it's nice.
Yeah, potato-wise, yeah. Alex,
don't miss a question.
You said you were pretty nervous to unveil it to us, as you didn't know how we would react. There's been a ton of hype surrounding Banjo. Why did you feel this way? Well, look, the reality is, you know, Joel, you could in that position, you could only lose. You could only lose. You could only...
Only lose what?
You know, if the Banjo reveal...
Yeah.
If the TT had done badly, it would have been awkward as hell, because
it just makes it just makes it more challenging. That's all. Just makes that, you know, it's just, you know, I'll just take it another challenge place in front of us, and we'll
but of course the point is I did it to myself. That's the point. I teased Fate. I nanny boo boo to Fate.
If that happened, then Alex will slap himself in during the stream.
Indeed.
Yes.
So what? Yeah, that's probably what I've done.
Yeah.
You know, the reality is there was no. I could have not done a TT on that and just 35k reveal, hey Banjo, yeah. And of course, some people would have been happy, some people wouldn't have been happy. It would have got the reaction it currently got. The difference being, of course, is the fact that we did a TT. Now, if that TT had done badly, it would have been really, really awkward to have then shown that 35k reveal. And I would have had absolutely nobody to blame but myself, because I would have done it to myself. But fortunately, that's why I'm so bloody good at poker. I did what you call a calculated risks, or, you know, in other words known as card counting. Can you confirm or deny that Conker is indeed on the throne? Seems to be the general consensus of the club. All I can say is P.S. I guess right, Team Banjo. You shall see. I mean, look, just all I can say is any pose with an angry face. All I showed you was an eye to then make it the throne is a very, very it's a very obvious case of stretching. Reaching is the word. Adam, shout out to those who wanted to push for the Uka Uka mask. Now that you guys have, we're coming up to the end of Aku Aku, would you like to see an Uka Uka next to yours?
Adam's been posting, he's been posting that, sharing that poll in
any way he can.
Any crash-related posts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matthew Goggins, Friday again. As far as Berserk line goes, are life-size props possible, like a Baylit, for example? The answer is...
Well, first of all, I want to say thanks for coming back into the family. Yes, we've missed you. You've been gone for quite a while. It's nice for you to actually...
He's been around, but just not quite as...
Just haven't been hanging around enough.
Welcome back, mate.
Welcome back.
The answer to that is, I don't see why not.
What? What's the
Making a
question?
Baylit.
Yeah, why not?
What about a life-size puck for Berserk line?
Yeah, why not?
How long are you expecting the Berserk line to be?
Yeah, why not?
When will Skull Knight be up for PO? Possibly next year. I can't handle the weight.
Yeah, why not?
Could it be possible that we will see Berserk versions for those new PVC, Solaire, and Artorias minis?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's actually, why not? It's quite a good little... Yeah, why not? We've got the face down.
That we could see Berserk versions of those.
That's quite a good idea, isn't it?
Have a nice night, guys.
Well, the answer to that, you asked about those different questions. The answer is Guts is going to go up for pre-order early Q1, and we want to see how that does. We're already committed to far down the line with Skull Knight, very far down the line with Berserker armor. We'll keep going as long as you. We always go in with licenses with the hope and option, with the expectation to renew. Yeah. We go for a license. It takes 3 years to just start building up momentum, right?
Spend all those time, like pleading, begging, And
it takes time for development, and the reality is, we could co-develop. We have 100+ projects in, and we could develop a single line all at once. But I don't feel like you guys, as I said time and time before, you can't handle it. You want all those Zeldas? You can't handle it. You want all those Berserks at once? You can't handle it. And that's the point. So we're trying to pace it out in a way that you guys can handle it. And the reality is we want these lines to continue forever.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are renewing with Nintendo for years.
It's nice to keep long-term relationships.
Years 11, 12, 13, all that sort of stuff.
Long-term relationship. I mean, like with Rare, with Activision, it'd be nice to keep on going for however long it takes. We don't want to spend a lot of time getting those licenses and then just say, "See you later."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're not really in that situation, or we don't want to be in that situation where we just say hi and bye. At the end of 3 years, or 2 years, or however long it is. Yeah.
Hey Colin, what do you hope the price range is going to be for Guts? Giovanni Colomorio. Any news on Camino? Is he still with the licensor? Still with the licensor. Is Sif going to be shipped before the end of the year? It is, isn't it?
Sorry?
Sif.
Sif should be.
Yeah. Is it safe
or January for some regions? January for some regions.
Is it safe to say that Dark Souls will not have a pre-order every 4 months as originally planned? Well, we wanted to catch, we want to catch up a little bit, but we're pushing for that. I've actually got a meeting with Bandai Namco a little bit later on, so we were just going to be talking about that as well. Brenton Friedley, thank you for being Banjo and Conquer to F4F, for being or bringing. You're very welcome. Very excited. With the Rare licenses, how likely are we going to have Donkey Kong Country line announced within the next year? That's something to do with Rare. That's all to do with Nintendo. And all I would say is, I would have, if we're going to go Donkey Kong, it would be part of the Mario range and that sort of size. 3 is the... Oh, number 2. What are the final numbers of gold version of Aku Aku and Bowser exclusive? Okay, gold version of Aku Aku. Oh, yeah. I haven't done that. And I could do that, and I haven't looked at that. But Bowser, I have the numbers for you. Let us know in the comments what you think the Bowser exclusive edition size will be. We will let you know towards the end of the show. Number 3, is the Crystal Dragon on course for a January or February pre-order? It's probably not January, more likely to be February. Number 4, when do you think FlexiPay will be available for waitlisters? Not sure. You know, I'm not sure about that.
I think we need to discuss about that.
No, we don't.
No.
Why? There's nothing to discuss about that. You can discuss it online now. Yeah.
No, because...
Give me an example. It works. The reality is, it's simple as this. You, FlexiPay, you want to FlexiPay a waitlist, right? We don't know when you convert, but all we do know is, if you convert, you've chosen that you want to do it for a year. Okay, you have no idea when it converts. You can convert midway, or you can convert when it's in the warehouse. It makes no difference. The fact is, you have, at the current way, you have no choice but to pay it in full when it's ready. That's what happens when you waitlist, right? That, yeah. Okay. Now let's say you don't want to pay in full. You want to pay.
I'm not disagreeing of the
concept.
The concept.
Yeah, no, I understand, but I'm telling I'm telling you about the practicality. So let's say you go for Bowser waitlist and you convert next week, right?
Right.
You can now and you went for a 12-month plan. Sure. You can start playing that from then onwards, right? That's very unlikely you're going to convert so soon. Let's just say you convert when it's in the warehouse, right? Well, when you placed the order last week, you said you wanted to go on a 12-month plan, okay? So 6 months, 7 months, 8 months go past. It's now in the warehouse, and now you're converted. We will immediately put you on the 12-month plan because that's what you chose last week. Now, of course, you might be going, what? No, shit, it's in the warehouse. I want it now. All right, no problem. Right. Go in there and remove your payment plan, and boom, there you go. It's done. You're happy to keep paying for 12 months? Okay, you want to wait another year after everybody else has got it? That's your prerogative. You know, that's the way it works. If you wanted a 12-month plan, and for it to be closer to when you release, you should have bought it when it was actually online.
Right. If you know about it before then. But I'm just saying, if you went on the waitlist at the last minute and it just so happens convert at the last minute, and you chose a 12-month plan.
So you're on a 12-month plan, just like an in-stock FlexiPay, just like an in-stock FlexiPay item.
I'm just thinking like stuff like, I mean, obviously, I totally get the replacement parts and stuff like that. Once it's all gone and all that stuff. Yeah. But I'm just thinking like that thing's gonna keep on. It's going to go on forever and ever, right? If somebody cancels and jumps, the next person comes in and says it wants a 12-month plan, he cancels, another one comes on a 12-month plan. Like, stuff like, I'm not saying not having the option.
But that's no difference about having an in-stock FlexiPay. There's zero difference between the two.
Right, but it's sort of like that item will never have an in-stock situation because it's always going to be like a waitlist, convert, waitlist, convert, waitlist, convert.
This is the thing that Brenda was talking about,
right.
Yeah, but that...
I'm just trying to find the middle balance of maybe rather than the 12.
No, the reality is we can go sold out, and if we like have like 2 people cancel it, well, we just like, you know, what we could easily do is just you know, maybe just say, you know, you have to.
My understanding or trying to get the right balance is maybe have a shorter waitlist. Right now there's none, right?
Yeah.
Maybe offer 3 months or maybe even maximum 6 months.
But the problem is, I see what you're saying, but the problem is we
don't know how far this is. Like, I'm trying to be negative about it.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just trying
always
to think.
Prepare for what's the worst scenario.
Yeah.
You know, I think for those scenarios, in, out, we just list it sold out. So what, we have a few extra over, and then we'll just use it for giveaways, give it away for samples, give it away for whatever. If it's really just a small, I'm not going to just go in stock for one, and then, you know, in stock, out of stock, in stock, out of stock. If it's just going to be playing silly buggers with 1 or 2, just leave it on sold out, and, you know, just give it to a licensor, give it to a, you know, do a giveaway, whatever it is.
I don't know. We've got samples for that sort of thing.
Yeah, but this is the scenario.
Rather like, hey, if somebody's like dicking around with a waitlist or whatever it is, I'd rather sell it to a genuine collector that's actually want to boom pay for it now.
Yeah.
Instead of hoarding.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, then when it's like back and forth, we can just simply go right. So now available for buy it now. I guess. What is up, Philly? So what are people saying? Let's have a quick look at what people think the edition size is going to be.
Yeah, there was a bunch of numbers I saw.
So Greg Michalowski thinks 500. Andreas thinks 880. Chris 850. Andrew 1,200.
Is this the edition size for the exclusive? I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Greg says 1,500. Thomas says 7. 100. 650 from Daniel. 1,250 from Derek. Brenton 650. Scott 1350. $1.2 to 1.3 for Johnny. Kelly 650. 1.5 for Greg. 3 p.m. 1.1. 650. Raul in the house. Brenton 500. Ahmad 950. Yeah, well, we will let you know a little bit later. On number 4, number 5. Can something be done about Facebook automatically marking comments as spam? I've had 2 bump comments from Facebook. It's automatically marking it as spam in the last 12 hours. They were instantly marked the second I posted them. What is that? I've never seen this before.
Come again?
Comments marked as spam.
I get that.
What is it? I don't see it.
I get that as well. When I say, hey, please invite your friends into the group, you know, that standard message that I use. I post it once, it's fine. I post it again, and then it just comes back as spam.
What happens when it says it's spam?
I don't know. It stays grayed out. It won't let me post.
Really?
Yeah. Please invite your friend into the group for them to view contents. Thanks. Then it's considered spam. I didn't like post it immediately. Well, at first I posted it immediately. I thought, okay, it might be back to back. So I posted like 10, 15 seconds after that. It was still considered a spam.
But then if you go the next day and you put the same thing, it works?
Well, I didn't go back the next day and put the same
You haven't tried it since?
No. Well, it still shows as spam. It still shows grayed out.
There's nothing that we can... well, basically, Brenton's asking, can we do anything about it? Get Mark Zuckerberg on the phone. He's speed dial number 2. Behind Reggie number 1.
Okay.
Yo! Mark, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Yo, Zuck. Yeah. Zuck. Yeah. It's Al. Yeah. Maker of... Yeah, adult toys, that's the one. Yeah. I know we got Banjo. Yeah. No, it's not on the throne. Everyone keeps saying... Conquer is... Oh, God. Yeah. Can you stop marking shit as spam, please? You know, Brenton's not happy about that. Alright, he says he's going to sort it. You sort that out, Zuck. Alright, sweet. Yeah. Alright, poke on the weekend. Yeah, alright, cool. Yeah, alright, Brenton. Don't worry, mate. You tried again. You can spam away. Don't worry. Number 6. Would you consider a super variant or separate statue link on Master Cycle 0? Yeah, that wouldn't be a super variant. That would be a separate statue, and that looks awesome. Really looks really awesome. But let's concentrate on Rider Link first. Nick Smith. Yeah, salutations. Just curious, how many languages do you speak? I'm bummed that I don't remember much Italian and Spanish from school. So I speak English and Mandarin, and currently learning a bit of baby.
Baby talk.
Baby talk. E.
BT.
Chocks.
What?
What languages do you speak?
English. Canto. That's pretty much it.
English and Canto. There you go. But we're in a very sort of multicultural society that, you know, Google Translate's your friend. But in terms of just sort of, yeah, English and Mandarin for me. I did do German, I did do French, but I don't really remember it. So
that was back in high school.
Yeah.
It's kind of forced on us.
Yeah.
Right. It was, right?
Yeah. Well, you had to choose one of them, didn't you? TJ Drake, so glad I ordered the combo, much appreciated. Abraham Sanchez, my birthday starts last chance weekend for Ako. Oh my lao. Yep, nice one. Alessio Bucci, is the last chance weekend something automatic or do you do it manually? I like to grab the last number. I want to know if it'll close at a specific hour or when you remember to close it. So the answer is the answer to that, Alessio Bucci, is it is manual, but it will be automatic later. So you can't game it just right just yet.
Just right. Just yet.
Matthew Corans, you guys have a GIF now. Do we?
Huh?
Which one's that?
Oh, the AMI. If you click on it, yeah.
What happens to it?
It just flames. That's it.
What, on off?
Yeah, on off.
Nice one, mate. Looking hot. Alessia Bucci, looking at Majora's Mask production videos makes me want to play Majora's Mask. I never played it. You never played it, mate? Should try it out. Awesome. Scott Frame, hey guys, absolutely love that last week's big announcement. I am definitely going to pick up Banjo whenever he is made available. Much appreciated. You guys mentioned that you disliked the current website. Oh, it is so shit. What would you two like? What would you two like to see changed? How about it doesn't look shit? Look, it's nice and clean, but yes. Oh my god, it's boring. The blog should be its own little section on the front page. It should be like,
simplified UI, as simple as possible. Get to your information as quick as possible.
The search doesn't even work. I want it to be more razzle-dazzle. There should be sites within sites. There should be like a Dark Souls theme site. There should be, Majora's Mask,
a site where you can see your
reward
points, your achievement levels. Yeah.
Indeedy. When a series has multiple figures in development, after releasing the initial main character, how do you decide on which one to release first? Polls. Crystal Dragon is up next because of the poll. What figure would the two of you like to see get made that is currently in the vault? That's a good question. I want all my puppies released. Anyone for you, Chocks?
No, I haven't checked your vault for a while. Have I?
I locked that shit down. How about that crashed gunship? Thank you very much. Hope you have a great night. Hope you do too. Jonathan Frentes. I wonder what's the total number of them will be. Can't wait. Yeah, we'll find out for the Aku Aku mask a little bit later on. Rani Taraz, how long does Chinese New Year last and why does it affect the March shipments? Because Chinese New Year lasts for exactly 1 month. I prefaced this whole conversation earlier in the stream talking about how the West and the East and the migrant workers only really go back to see their family once a year. And when they go back, it's such a journey to go from East to West. It's improved, of course, over time, but it is also known as the single biggest migration in history. Every year when Chinese New Year, going back from East to West to go to the family home and to go and pay respects during the Chinese New Year, all that sort of stuff. It's the biggest movement, mass movement of any human movement, migration during that 1 month. So they all go back maybe
sometimes earlier than the actual holidays.
Well, of course,
because some workers start early, leave early, come back early. Some workers leave late but come back late.
It's basically 2 weeks, but actually becomes a 1 month. To be honest with you, by the time that people get back up to full speed, that's basically what happens.
Sometimes the traffic is like it stalls. It
completes. It's improved
for
over
days,
time,
right?
Yeah. There was one. It was snowing that time. It was in Hunan or something like that. It was mental.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Back to back traffic.
So we talk about going back, and that's why if you haven't seen your kids for a year, you want to spend as much time as you can, for example, or your family or your parents or whatever it may be.
For a whole year.
The Randy Draz. Do you own a car? Yes, and I'm still waiting to get my personalized number plate. Chocks, do you own a car?
Yes.
And he's still waiting to poach my personalized number.
I'm still waiting for that personalized number plate.
Do not even go there. So in case you don't know, guys, I'm waiting on an auction to go up for a license plate, which is F4F. And
you're gonna try again this year?
No, what do you mean? I'll try again. It's already been accepted. I just haven't been called for when it's going to be. So it goes to auction. What they do is
ages ago.
I know it hasn't gone to auction yet.
You should have been told like in October. I remember last time.
Nah.
We calculated it's like in 8 or 9 months.
It's been a year.
Surely it shouldn't take that long.
I've asked, I've not heard anything. What zone is Antarctica and do you ship to there? The answer is, if it's not listed, it'll be under default. So, whew.
Yeah.
Them poor penguins. Lewis Bolton, pre-ordered on day 1. Gold, much appreciated. I can't wait to make my cabinet invincible when I get it shipped next year. You see, people aren't actually asking questions. They're replying to your bloody Aku Aku things in here. They didn't even realise it's the Q&A question. Will
Tyler.
What's pre?
Pry.
Pry will be another week or two before the
Pray.
answer. Probably,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah,
but
probably.
Bowser final numbers. No, final numbers will be later this stream. Brenton Friedley, since only 10 people asked the question so far, give 10 of us should get a shout out. It'll make for a short stream this week.
And look at this with 91 replies.
What?
Those guys were having too much fun in there.
Oh my god!
Just concentrate on these. Just concentrate on that picture, that picture, that picture, that picture.
Why are they all like in different pictures?
Because they're talking to us, and they're like, yeah, you know, like trying to screw things up.
All right. Shout out to Matthew Goggans. Big it up to Tabitha Martin. Bada bing, bada boom. To Derek Baker. What is up, Ashley Pace? Going on with a shout out to Brendan Friedley. We got Sav in the house. Scott Frain. How's it going? Shout out to Rick Shaw. Raoul de Lyon. Bada bing, bada boom to JC in the house. That is the 10. That is a wrap. Moving past 91 extra comments. Tabitha Martin. Do you guys have a dream about F4F in your sleep often? Do you dream about... you know, the most vivid dreams I remember recently was like I'd been bunking a class at university, and then I just had a test to come up, and I was like, just realized that I can't like learn it all in a week, the whole class.
Yeah. Even if you can't, even if you like try and remember some of it.
Because
it's all about memory, right?
Well, the point is I didn't go to the class.
Right, so there's
nothing
to remember.
Well, I thought I could figure it out all myself.
Did you not ask a mate to get you some notes?
Clearly in that dream I had no mates.
Ah, okay.
Like real life.
Oh, this is a dream or real life?
This is the dream.
Okay.
This is the dream. So have you had any dreams recently? Anything F4F related?
It's like, yeah.
What?
What do I need to do tomorrow?
That's what you dream about?
I don't want to dream about it.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's like just mentally, it's like literally wired.
Hardwired.
Yes, hardwired.
If so, what are some of the weirdest F4F dreams you've had?
I don't think I've had any weird ones.
That time, Square Enix, I was like, oh, you finally gave me a license.
That's not weird.
It was, because I cried a lot. Tears of joy, and then tears of sadness afterwards. That's what was really weird about it. Also, what would most likely hold you back from pursuing Resident Evil line? Hasn't that already been done? Brendan Rastello. After last week's big reveal, we've had sneaks of both Banjo and Conker. Any other statues from these lines in the works? Banjo will definitely have a Banjo and Tooie version. It will be a different pose for the current one. Will there be a Mumbo Jumbo? Will there be a Grantilla? You know, I didn't really sort of see anything from that. No, when I asked that question about other things for Banjo, was that after we'd done the announcement or not? I can't remember. I don't think it was. But I don't think that was doing particularly well. And for Conker, you know, maybe a different pose later on. I think people were talking about the Mighty Pooh. Maybe do a little diorama of the Mighty Pooh and a tiny Conker next to the Mighty Pooh in scale. That might be a nice idea to do. Can you imagine a huge Pooh statue? Sweet corn for teeth.
That must be nice to sculpt or paint.
Well, it'll be cheap to make, because usually the stuff I get looks like a piece of poo, so... I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Just make sure it's nicely textured.
David Kerr.
David.
Is Metal 2.0 still in development, or is he voted now? He's not. He's been live streaming. Yeah, he's been paused. It's been paused. I need to get another concept worked on that. I'm not happy with the concept. Number 2. Are there any updates on the status of the Dark Souls plush line and when we might receive a pre-order on that? I'm actually having a conversation with BN a little bit later on. Number 3. Has Chocks ever defeated Alex in an arm wrestling, or is Alex too powerful to be beaten? We've never arm wrestled.
Never arm wrestled. We're not going to hold hands.
Number 4. With the Pac-Man statue sold out worldwide, is there any hope for the Pac-Man line to continue? Not when we sold less than 150. Number 5. have you ever worried that you overestimated how many people would cancel their order for a specific statue and they wouldn't have enough to go around? Yes, we have, and that was
Overestimated.
yeah. We've never done it so that somebody with a confirmed order hasn't got it, but we have done it where waitlisters have not been converted. Ryan Rostello, is there anything currently in production that uses the same posable material for Simon's whip? I thought it was a great feature. The answer is no. Number 2, speaking of Simon, do you see that Castlevania line is something long-term, like your Zelda line? I know it all depends on sales, but we hope to get many future releases. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. We've already got Alucards. So Dracula's already done in the physical stage. And number 3 is... Death, you guys seen that, so yeah, absolutely. We want that to keep on going. Number 3, when you look at anime licenses, what's the process for choosing a more recent anime like One Punch Man that hasn't yet stood the test of time? Do you try and look online and see the demand is there for resin, or is it all about ratings? I'm sure many factors go into the decision. Yeah, absolutely right. And for anime, to be honest with you, without having an established sort of fan base or established plan, we just sort of went with everything that we could go. We sort of looked at everything, and it was actually quite a lot of scattergun, because we went for loads of things that we didn't also get. Akira, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Evangelion. These are some of the sort of things that we tried to get and couldn't get. But as we get better, it becomes a bit more focused. Then we can be a bit more specific about it.
Plus, when we have enough support for anime statues from our fans, and when the licensors see this, sometimes some licensors, you need to prove it that this is working before they even have a finger.
No, the reality is, if we were going to go after another anime license, we could be all of a sudden sending them a Saitama, and in the future we can then send them across a Mugen.
Yeah, send them a Guts.
As we get further down the line.
Yeah.
Exactly. Number 4. Which type of licensor do you find to be overall stricter when it comes to announcements and sneaks on your end? Gaming or anime? Anime. But we have so many more. It's like you could say the percentage of anime is going to be... Yeah, I think anime. But, the percentage is much higher. I think anime is more complicated because it's not just one person that's overseeing it. It's... the anime studio then sends it to the original creator, to this person, to that person, and a lot more hands are in the pie in terms of the approval process. I think that's an issue as well. Number 5, there is no number 5. Keep up the great work. Much appreciated, Ryan. How are you enjoying admin work? Are you in the club? I know you're in the stream somewhere, I believe. Let us know in the comments. Jennifer Trino. Hi guys. I hope you're both doing well. I'm doing alright. How are you doing, Chocks?
I'm alright.
Cool.
You need a drink? I need another drink.
Alright, cool. Will the t-shirt contest be ongoing? I'm sure that this may have been answered, but the original comment has 1K. Yeah, absolutely. I still haven't had a chance to sit down and really focus on what platform we're going to be doing for the fulfillment. Once we do that, we can start seeing those coming thick and fast. Can we get a special shout out to the CS department? They've been working wonderfully hard, and I want them to know I appreciate their responses to my questions. Thanks, Brenda and Phil. I will let them know. I will pass on that. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. The shipment schedule says Sif is on the boat. How long does it usually take to get from boat to various warehouses? Depends on where you're going. If it's going to America, about 2 to 3 weeks. If it's going to Europe, about a month. And of course, if it's going to Canada, about the same, about a month. And
yeah, give or take about a month from China warehouse to those regions. Yeah. And then it's going to take a good 5 days to a week for customs to check that stuff.
Yo.
And then up to a week to 2 weeks to actually reach to your house as well.
All right, cool. Flo, hey guys. Number 1, have you already had some rethought to make a series of the statues? That was the case of Samus with gravity phase on with gravity phase on gravity, or Link OOT with the various tunics, red, blue, green. For another example, for another line, for example, various bosses of Dark Souls. What was that?
Cocoa Pops.
Keto.
Kanako's not watching, is she? What was the question?
I don't get it. So, Flo, I think you're talking about how there's been repaints of the Varia, Phazon, and Gravity, the OG ones, and OOT Link, red, green, and blue. But for Dark Souls, but there aren't any Dark Souls bosses that are various colours, are there?
Yeah.
Ornstein.
Right.
But it's not like 3 different colours.
No, I don't think so.
No, is the answer.
Unless I'm wrong.
Number 2, it's my birthday today. Can I have a special shout out from you guys as a gift? Shout out to you, Flo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Florero. Happy birthday to you. Hey, congratulations. Number 3. Congratulations on staying alive. Number 3, do you guys still push to get a license even when it's very likely to be a no-go for Ghibli or Square Enix? And the answer was I was like, yo, Miyazaki, he's on my speed dial number 3. Right?
Yeah.
He's like, no, not just yet. Check back in 10 years' time. It's like, check back in 10 years' time. Square Enix haven't tried for many years. Number 4. You announced that the next 3 themes of the TT. I wanted to know what was once going to take place this empty list.
Huh? Empty list?
I don't quite get your question. You announced the next 3 themes of TT. I wanted to know what was once going to take the place of this empty list. We make up TTs on the fly on the live stream.
What was going to be instead of the
TT.
TT?
Yeah. So we just sort of take because Chocks on his computer has like a list of potential TTs, and we kind of sort of look at it and then we sort of see. And
I do keep notes, guys. I do write down what you guys want. Doesn't mean you get it right away.
True. Number 5. Can you guys ask Facebook to create a special live stream where gifts are allowed? That would be dope.
Oh, sorry guys. Am I making a lot of chewing noise over the mic?
Yo, Zuck, another question. Yes, Alex. Crash. Okay, he's coming. All right, yeah. True for a minute is looking fucking tight. Yeah. No, that's cool. Flo wants to know, can we do gifts? All right, sweet. Yeah, he says no. Matthew Goggins, Jake Meyer here. Sav Cantus, bada bing, bada boom. Hey guys, says Jake. First official question for me ever. Whoa, here we go. If you could have one license that you currently don't have, which would you most desire? I'm guessing Square Enix and Pokemon. You've got to absolutely buy it on. It will be Final Fantasy VII, and that reason it was the first time I ever did 100 characters, 100 hours, and my brother was like, "You are like, what are you doing?" I was like, that was pretty crazy. And what will it take for you guys to start watching My Hero Academia? So you can fall in love.
You're choking. Hey guys, official. Alex is choking on a Haribo.
His first
He's choking
ever
he's choking on a Haribo.
Was
on My House Alarm. Nah, not interested in My House Alarm.
Have you had a chance to watch it yet? No.
I've seen one episode a long time ago.
So you haven't seen it since the
It's been quite a while, yeah.
3 seasons now, yeah?
Yeah, it's coming up for 3 seasons.
My favourite's the white one.
Why is that?
What flavour is it?
Pineapple, I assume.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have the orange. The green one is not green apple.
Green apple.
No, it's not. It's lime. Have they changed it?
It is apple. Look.
Yeah,
it tastes like apple.
Give me a green one. I used to avoid those at the play because it was like lime. I was like,
It's actually all right. Yeah. You can taste it.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
It used to be lime.
It's lime. Maybe a different thing. Oh, white ones are the pineapple.
Pineapple, yeah. All right, so where are we at? So the answer is when we have a bit more time, you need to see what's going on with MHA. Dallas Bierman, when will the plushies happen? You're speaking to, if so, need Krok. Yeah. Let's get more into plushes, and we can start proving to people that we can do it. Then that opens up a whole new. I want there to be diversification. I want there to be three pillars. We can say one is the resin. Yeah, absolutely. One is the resin.
Pillows.
No. Pillars of F4F. Yes. The first one is if there's a resin, PVC, and plush. I'm very, very happy with how resin is. I feel that is our bread and butter. PVC is like the icing on the cake. We will take more. I want that to become more of a pillar for us. Right now we dabble. I want it to become something that we do more often. And last but not least, I want plush to be something in a year's time to be something that we do, more often as well. No, so I want next year to be more PVC, 4 or 5 of them. This year we did 2. I want next year to be 4 or 5. The year after that, I want it to be one every minimum 7, 8. Next year I want it to be 1 or 2 plush. Maybe 3 plush, right? It's a little bit easier, right? Once you have the design down. That's what I want to see. And then all of a sudden, if there's a downturn in plush, we have resin, we have PVC. If there's a downturn in resin, we have plush, we have PVC. If there's a downturn in PVC, we have resin, we have plush. If there's a downturn in all 3, God fucking help us.
It's that triangle.
Yeah, God help us. Rani Draz, do you feel bad whenever a statue you are just presented receives a lot of criticism? Of course I do. Right in the heart. Right in the heart.
In the feels.
Right in the feels. Of course I feel bad.
Bad in a good way, yeah?
No, bad in a bad way. But, it is what it is. You can't always get it right. And sometimes the criticisms are...
You just delete a comment.
And boot them out.
Just kidding, guys.
No, look. The reality is we don't always get it right. And
who's asking this question?
Randy, I think it was.
Boot him out.
The answer is, of course, it's something that makes us feel bad. But I'm not going to dwell on it in a way that either we move forwards or we make changes, and depends on what sort of things. If it's an aesthetics point of view versus an accuracy point of view, I'm much more tolerant to let people vent on aesthetics point of views. That's a differing of an opinion.
Right.
Whereas accuracy, that's a fact. That is, it either is or it isn't. It's not about opinion and aesthetics. It's about, is it correct? If I paint Artorias red and people tell me it's blue, I'm not going to be upset about that criticism because it's a fact. If I...
That's blue. Right. And then you'll say...
No, it's yellow.
No, it's yellow.
Yeah, right.
No, that's yellow. That's more orange.
And so I won't ever be upset about accuracy stuff. I will be sad that I didn't make it right in the first place, and I feel embarrassed that I didn't do it justice, because it shouldn't have to do that, right?
Right.
But we do miss things. We are only human. Aesthetic stuff, I can take that a little bit more because it's the aesthetics, and ultimately that's the vision that we came up with. If I feel like overridingly huge amounts of noise say that it's supposed to, when I say huge, I don't mean just the same people saying it. I'm saying like the majority of people saying stuff. Something usually gets done about it. Ultimately, it's my job to figure out what that balance is between accuracy versus aesthetics versus potential sale losses versus potential sale gains, value for redoing it, the time schedule, all this sort of stuff. Because of course, if we don't launch something for a couple of months because something that was going to be launched there, everyone's backlashed against it, and when we don't launch it, it means that all of a sudden I have a couple of let's say we don't launch for that month, we have a month of no sales, and that will lead to would you mind if I don't pay you your salary for a month? Well, the answer is, well, yes, you would mind, as the whole company would mind. You'll be off to Red Bull straight away, yeah. And so the reality is those all these factors you've got to think about. It's not just it's really difficult to judge. I wouldn't say difficult to juggle it, but something that we have to navigate every single time. And it is what it is, and I don't cry about it. I figure it out, and we look at it very, very. But yes, I do feel a bit bad, but we deal with it, and I look at it very logically. James Reyes, what aspect is proving to be difficult for the Bayonetta statue? Details. Unbelievable amount of details. Amazing accuracy. Seeing so many teasers of other statues makes me super excited to eventually see the teaser of this one. It's just looking amazing.
Which one?
Bayonetta.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, we from personally myself from the game industry, I know for sure that Platinum Games are very how do I put it?
Detail oriented.
Very detail oriented. They they respect the character, the whole idea, and they really want to push that as how some of the Japanese developers, they're always doing the same thing, but they always improve on the same thing every single time. And we want to try and have that kind of same, how to put it, that same mentality as well, and we want to respect that title, respect that product as well. So it's like we're pushing ourselves as well, because that we want to make that Bayonetta a statement piece. It's like pushing ourselves to the next level. It's like we want to go way detailed and treat that property with respect. It's not saying we don't treat the other properties with lesser respect, but that one has it's pushing us, right? It's definitely a nice challenge.
Brendan has actually seen Bayonetta. As an Addy perk, he's actually seen the full reveal of Bayonetta, and at least in terms of behind the scenes, and it really is something to be proud of. It looks absolutely stunning, but it was not good enough.
I know.
And we need to keep on going.
Yeah.
Which
is good. I mean, like, maybe we can make that. And we're talking maybe about we could make that into a PVC.
There's quite a lot of Bayonetta PVCs already.
No.
Of course there is.
Not in this day and age. Right now, this moment. I mean, sure, there's a couple of amiibos, right?
Sure. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. All right. Will Baker, is there going to be a chance that we see the Legend of Heroes in the future?
Legend of Heroes.
It's a bit worrying. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
The name rings a bell.
Really? That bloody gummy bear is stuck in my throat.
You're right. Is it the white one? The green one? The green one. You're not snorting it out.
Honestly, it's right there. What's that? The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky.
I remember the post. I saw the post in the club.
What was it, a PS3 title? No.
No, PSP.
What was it, an RPG?
Yeah.
10 out of 10, go back.
Where? Steam.
10 out of 10 though?
Yeah, Steam reviews, you gotta take that with
that was just like 1 10 out of 10, or one person wrote 10 out of 10.
Take that with a grain of salt.
Or was that overall?
Let's click into it and have a look at it. There's a series of role-playing games developed by Nihon Falcom Corporations.
Go to Steam. What's the sort of numbers on that? Overwhelmingly positive.
You got 80 in Metacritic, but sometimes a lot of people false reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing.
Alrighty. Alright, cool. The answer is I'm not really sort of know too much about it. If you think that's something that people want to see, rally the fans. Randy Gerards, how did you get all the different colors in Fighter Kirby's Blast? Is that painted on, or is that the color of the materials? It's all painted on. Thomas Lane, when will the pre-order calendar update occur? Oh shit, yeah. Remind me, Chocks. How many pre-orders are you going to expect to be doing in Q1 2018? Seems like it's going to be a madhouse. so many statues finishing. And you're right, it is. And that's the reason why I
I've
asked you guys, do you want to see blind pre-orders and stuff, just to sort of start that up, to get that going.
There's actually one question I probably want to ask but once we hit at the end of the year. Is
You got a question that you want? Put it in the put it
Put
in the Q&A.
I was like one question. No, not for you. I'm just for the guys.
Okay.
How was 2017?
You want to ask them that question?
Because at the beginning of the year, we're saying 2017 is going to be a crazy year, and obviously we've kind of, for me anyway, I think we've missed that spot because we've been missing quite a lot of things, and not as according to plan. But if I want to ask these guys, how was 2017 how was F4F for you in 2017? Was it as crazy as you thought, or you actually disappointed? You expected more? That kind of stuff. And even like, what's resolutions, right? What do you want F4F to improve in 2018? More products, more Zelda, no delays.
Keto diet.
Yeah.
Is it the first yet?
More Bella.
Is it the first yet?
If it's the first what?
1st of January.
Why?
Is it? No?
2019.
No, 2018. Is it 1st of January 2018 yet?
No, why?
I don't know. I'm kidding.
No.
I don't know. Diet starts later. All right. Daniel Ely, when can we expect payment plans for waitlist orders to be confirmed? Need to speak to the IT Dream Team. Will we be able to choose a plan for our current waitlist orders, or only for the orders that are made after it gets implemented? Only after it gets implemented. Number 3, how is the revised state coming along? It is coming along very nicely. We need to get that done very, very soon. It is with the factory right now. Greg Mikulowski, hey guys, what do you think of the Mega Man 11 reveal? Did you watch the 30th anniversary stream? Just wanted to wonder if you can give a complete rundown of what is going on with Zero. Okay, so the Mega Man stream was fantastic. I didn't actually see it live. I saw it afterwards, watched it back on Twitch, and it was very, very awesome to see the products on there.
The question.
Oh, so they're going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
We'll make an official post on the club.
On the actual end of the day, at the end of the year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And in terms of the stream, that was amazing to see.
Sorry, which one?
The Mega Man 11 announcement, and to see
the
the Item 2 and to see running Mega Man on there. That was fantastic to see.
Yeah.
In terms of Zero, we are making some quick changes. One is changing the angle of the head, changing the length of the legs, making it slightly thicker, and same for the arms. And that's what we're currently doing, and they're already working that now. I'll check with them when that's going to be ready. I know there have been changes made, but how long will pre-order delayed? I think it'll be Q1 2018. I don't mean it's a negative way. Can you also tell me, so please don't take this that way. He was supposed to go for pre-order every month since July, and now he's seeing last minute changes, which is fine. He doesn't, if it makes things better. What made you do the changes? How much longer is the wait? We just can't wait. So we've had it in our office since New York Comic Con. Because actually, you say that he was supposed to go up for pre-order every time since July, and the answer is, well, that was saved with my meeting with Capcom in June, pretty much, for after the licensing show, maybe end of May, beginning of June. But the problem was that we had to completely remake because the sample was completely smashed to pieces. We had to completely remake it all.
The old ones.
Yeah, and I had to recomplete the black version as well. Yeah. And that took longer than expected. And then we got it, and then I've seen it for the first time since New York Comic Con. So it took some, and then I had some changes to make after the New York Comic Con that could be improved. Like the angle of the sword is wrong. The tweak here, tweak there. Some of the things that could improve on. So that's what we're working on now. So sorry about that. We really didn't want that to happen, but it is what that. So obviously we appreciate the fans of what they did in saving that. So that was amazing. So Greg is going to be streaming some Mega Man this weekend. Make sure you check it out. Greg the Game on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. Doing a fantastic job doing those live streams.
Yeah.
We bought another exclusive Mega Man to support the line. Much appreciated. Matthew O'Donnell. Question. You already shown the physical models of Kazooie and Banjo. Were these made recently, or have you been lying to us all this time? We've been lying to you since 2016.
A
Or
white
has
lie.
Rare-
A white lie, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a white lie. It's
Yeah.
a nice lie.
Nice lie.
Yes.
Also, has Rare been super nice in giving you the original promotion models? Also, if you lied, my trust will be shattered. Sorry, mate. Bada bing, bada boom. Shattered, shattered, shattered. We did absolutely... We've been working with... We contacted Rare in 2016 in July and got the license through beginning of the year. Started working on it for the last year, and they did not give us anything. What I do have is like 10 plus revisions of Banjo-Kazooie.
Actually, when was Berserk announced? 10K was it? 10K? 15K. You know, back then, we were actually having this idea of announcing. Remember?
Amazing.
Yeah,
Why don't you have that conversation, Chocks? Go on.
Yeah, so before we were even thinking about announcing Berserk, when 15K came, 15K came.
The original announcement.
The original announcement was going to be Rare.
And it was going to be one of the last chance week. It was going to be a What's Up Wednesday.
Oh yeah, it was a What's Up Wednesday announcement.
Based on the 15K.
And then, you know, I mean, like things shuffled in the back end.
That's amazing, Chocks. That's a long time.
It should have been 15K for Rare, and then it went to 20, 25, 35.
So, you know, Jake, if you're still there, you know, one of the questions you asked about was My Hero Academia. My main concern is, will it still be popular in a year's time? Because even if you got the license now, you develop... In fact, we went for the license a year and a half ago. We got the license 6 months later. And then we got... Which is why we could have announced it around about Christmas for 15K. And now we're sitting here 1 year later, finally showing, you know, that we're at the physical stage. So if you apply that logic to My Hero Academia, wouldn't that be like 15, 16, 17 months after we actually started looking into it?
So, you know, we could technically have it now, but announce it when we get to 80K.
I thought it goes from 50K to 100K.
All right. Oh, we haven't talked about that.
I know.
We haven't talked about that. What happens from 50K onwards?
We could be working on Streets of Rage right now.
Yeah.
Waiting for the 99K.
Waiting for the 99,000 and go boom.
Well, no, TT it.
Oh, TT it first.
Yeah, TT it first, then get like no votes. And they
get no votes and be like...
And then it'll be to vote or not to vote.
Over the course of a week.
So next week...
And then 100K, I'm out of here.
So 99K 999 will be the TT, will be Streets of Rage, right? And then it'll be no. And the following week will be, right, save. Save. It'll be the second week after.
Oh my God. Drama.
Where we at? All right, Jeremy. Any big updates for the Castlevania statues, Dracula, Alucard? Well, Alucard is on the home stretch, and Dracula will follow up, I think, 3 months afterwards. That's already in the physical stage. Christian Hernandez. When can I expect you guys at NYCC again for sure? If so, I have to take off all 4 days. The answer is a resounding no way are we going to go back to NYCC. I don't see any... no. Unfortunately, it was not a... as time went by and we looked at what the results were and what it cost us, and the whole experience of how we messed up on a lot of things in terms of, you know, even if we learned that and we did it correct and we're going into NYCC, I'm not convinced it's the right thing for gaming stuff. Also, Gamescom is what I really want to look into. Because that's a game specific one and it's bigger and it's more traffic and would more people recognize the stuff. And you know, the only way I'll do NYCC again is if we can prove at Gamescom that doing PVCs as something to sell at the show as impulse buys works. If that works, we will definitely do shows like NYCC again if we can prove that works. If it was exactly the same as what we did now, plus with the knowledge that we learned, you know, swipe, sure, I'd probably do it again. Sorry, if it was exactly the same as what we know now, if we did NYCC in exactly the same booth that we did this year,
right,
with all the correct knowledge that that we learned from this time round,
Right.
I would not do it.
Okay.
If we can prove at Gamescom that selling PVC's plush helps fund that trip, plus having the same stuff that we did for NYCC as well, and learning it all, then I probably would do it. We would do it. But yeah, NYCC was hella expensive for, well, it was really, really tough to measure that in terms of the return on investment on that. Don't get me wrong, it was amazing to meet, fans, to meet, 3PM, Raul, Brendan, the Rostello brothers, Ryan, all that sort of stuff. That was fantastic. David, JB, all this sort of stuff. That was all fantastic.
That side was no problem.
But what would have been? It would just be cheaper to fly you guys over.
Fly them all over
yeah,
here.
come on over here. That would have been easier. Yeah. So, Brendan Rostello, when will the next preview Friday be? What's going to be up for PO? We are trying to get another one this year, this end of this month, but we're still juggling it. We're still
trying really hard, guys.
It's really ridiculous.
It's
Everything that we do.
All of a sudden, a hurdle just comes up.
Sarah Arrington, mine's not a problem. I can wait though. Just next time, please put Q&A in the heading so I don't miss it. Chocks.
What?
Put Q&A in the heading. I thought this had something to do with that other mask poll.
Yes, Sarah.
Shane Gorsk, any word on Bowser's edition size? We will let that know a little bit later on, after Who Dat, towards the end of the stream. Andreas Paulitz, quick question again about Flexi Play waitlist. I jumped on the waitlist for Sonic 25th. I contacted the CS about waitlist position and asked about Flexi Pay if the order converted. Phil answered that Flexi Pay for waitlist is not possible. I sadly had to cancel it. Now on the stream, Alex said it's possible. Confused now. Well, the answer is it's not possible now. It is something that we will look to do later. It's not implemented just yet, and I'll speak to the team next week for an idea on when that will be available. Now it is time. That's another one wrapped up, and Chocks, it is the time for Who Dat.
Who Dat. Right, so Who Dat, we are going to choose to
test your stream, guys.
Type in test in the comments just to make sure that we can see your messages and you can see your own messages. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes. So yes, I can see Ashley Pierce. Yep. John Morales, John into Jesus, Hector, Jessica, Brenton, Tiago. It's kind of a slow night, so actually,
it's gonna be really easy.
Maybe easy. Yeah, much easier. I can see Greg. I can see Derek, Christian, Lydia, Ryan, Philip, Amanda Tesk. Don't get too excited, Amanda. Andres, Yami, Derek. Right.
Alright guys, so remember the way it works is by seeing what appears on our stream. Now I understand sometimes it appears on other people's streams, it's the other way around, right? What I mean by that, for other people, like they might think it's them, it's arrived on their stream first, if that makes sense. But make sure there's nothing over there. No, nothing over there. You know what I mean? Like people think that they've gone ahead of somebody else on their stream, on their own stream, but you've got to look at what's on our stream. That is what we have to default to. All right, guys, we are going to Brennan. I can see yours. I can see yours there.
Can you see your own on?
Don't forget, guys, there is a 15-second delay before it appears on our screen. So don't worry about that. It appears on our screen. You can see it how it appears on our screen. Alright guys, prepare yourselves for Chocks. You want to give a review of what happened last week and what did the guys get away with?
Well, we had one winner last week, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, Victor's just joined. Victor Navarro Vilgren. He was a loser last week. Level 1 and
And died.
And died. So,
well, didn't even make.
Perfect timing for T.
Perfect timing
for who dat tonight.
Perfect timing. He's coming back to get his revenge.
That's right.
So he didn't even make it on the 75% chance.
That's right. And we had a winner last week, Forrest Boyd. I've got Phil to give him his 500 reward points. So it's been a tough last couple of episodes actually. Not many winners. The previous episode 46, Celine and Niels.
It's all been low numbers.
Yeah,
low numbers.
No, not applicable. You know.
Low.
So again, guys, a potential chance to win up to.
Did you see what this was?
I haven't seen that. Up to 8,000 points per winner. So that's 16,000 points up for grabs.
And guys, we're gonna kick it off with Who Dat
Who is it?
for a chance. Well, if you want to know, write your comments in there.
Oh, I can play as well.
You
Yeah.
can play again as well.
No.
In 3. Do you want to see it first?
Nah, no. It's
Okay.
okay.
You want to see how it's sort of like slowly
Alright, I'll
coming
see
in?
how I'll see what it is.
All right. See if you can get it. Well, 3, 2, 1. Who Dat?
Remember, guys, it's the character.
One other character. Who Dat? Let us know in the comments. Who Dat? Let us know in the comments. Do you know who that is? Any idea?
I saw that top bit.
Yeah. No idea? Okay.
Ooh.
What have we got here? Berserk. Berserk is not a character. Nightmare, Femto, Nightmare, Minnie Mouse, Nightmare, Carmen, Jessica Rabbit, Femto, Fento, Carmen.
Carmen from what?
Persona 5.
Oh, right.
Crystal Lizard, Femto, Guts. And 3, 2, 1. Who dat? Yeah, who dat?
Oh, I know. Pong.
Yeah, ding, ding, yeah.
I think I know.
What?
Is it? I know the whole thing.
So you know what it is or not?
It's not like. Nah, I don't want to.
No? We got have a look. Zombie dog, safe head from evil within. He's not called the safe head. What's he called? The keeper. Dante, me, Death the Kids, Pong, Black Screen, Crane, Turtles, Darkness. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who dat? Let's go.
Is anyone actually close?
Not even a little bit. No, I bet I didn't say what it was. In 3, 2, 1. Who dat? We got Shadow, Noctis, Mother Brain, Cran. Who dat? Alucard, Slenderman, a priest. In 3, 2, 1. Who dat? Let us know in the comments. Who dat?
Is it?
Nope. Journey, Midna, Keeper, The Doll, Aika, Zanto, Resi 4, Aku, El Marachi, Ryu, Mikasa, Scarfman, Mikasa, Santa Claus, Where's Wally? In 3, 2, 1. Who dat? We have 2 winners. Congratulations to our lovely JC and Joshua Harmon. Absolutely A-okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Mary Poppins in the house. Hit us up, Julie Andrews. What is going on? That is absolutely correct. We've got JC in the house and Joshua Harmon. Bada bing, bada boom. Could you get it? Mary Poppins in the house.
Oh, I had that in my mind.
Did you?
Yeah.
You said Doctor Who, which was a good call. You think of Tom Baker, yeah?
But like when the second picture,
Yeah.
the Pong image,
Yeah.
I had that.
Yes, you knew it from something, yeah?
Yeah, but I wasn't sure it was her.
Bada bing, bada boom. JC, you are up. Where you at? But how are you going to feel, Chocks? You know, we obviously love JC, right? She's a lovely admin. We love all our admins, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, you don't like anybody to win anything. So you're going to be a bit conflicted here.
Nah.
Nah, you don't want it to win?
A game's a game.
Game's a game.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is. There's no, like, once you're on the table, there's no friends. It's all enemies.
Bradley, who that is not limited to games. A couple of weeks ago, it was Popeye. It can be from absolutely anything.
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 But it's a character.
It's a character. It's who that. No, it's certainly not only games. It can be from anything. Right. Jessica knows there's no sympathy for you. Here we go.
Right.
In 3, 2, 1. Bada bing. You know how it works. We have 3 coins in 4 hands. All you need to do is for a chance to win 500 reward points is choose either number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. You have a 75% chance because 4 hands, 3 coins. All you need to do is 1 coin in 1 hand. Anyone it is. Is it number 1?
No sympathy.
Is it not? Oh, do not listen to Brenton.
Oh, Brenton, huh? Number 2, he says.
Number 3 or number 4. Jessica has made her choice. There's no
turning back.
Turning back. That is absolutely correct. If you chose number 1, you would be laughing because you'd be sitting there on 500 war points. If you had chosen number, what did she choose? Number 3. If you had chosen number 2, you would have been sitting there and laughing because you
Brenton would have been right as well.
Brenton would have been right. He was in the double bluff. But no, you wanted to make it hard. You went for a 50-50 between 3 and 4. In 3, 2, 1, bada bing, bada boom. Number 3,
Ooh.
JC's on the scoreboard.
So close.
Congratulations, JC. We now go to the next level for a chance to win 1,000 reward points. You can walk away at any time. But if you decide to keep playing, we have 2 coins here, right here. And in 3, 2, 1, we're going to bring it up. You now have a chance to win 1,000 reward points. All you need to do, you can walk away with 500 reward points, you know, and you'll be better than half the people that paid last week. Otherwise, if you want to choose for a chance to win 1,000 reward points, you just need to choose either hand number 1, number 2, or number 3 for a chance to win 1,000 reward points. Let us know in the comments which one it is. You have a 66% chance.
66% chance.
2 coins, 3 hands. Let us know in the comments what one you're going to go for. Shane says 1. Brenton says 1.
3 hands, 2 coins.
You can walk away. Oh, Jessica's going for it.
Which one though?
She's going for it.
Go for number 1.
Number 2 or number 3? Johnny DeJesus says 3. Jeremy says a number... Oh.
She went for number 3.
JC has gone for number 3. Now this is the point, JC. Had you gone for number 1, you'd be sitting there with 1,000 reward points. But you like to play dangerously. You like to go for the 50-50.
The high road.
She likes to go for that one. But no, you went for number 3. Now, because you did that at 3, 2, 1, bada boom! Oh!
Really?
1,000 reward points!
Damn,
JC! Now that is impressive.
Yes.
Not many people have done that. Now,
It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been a while. I haven't had a chance to do this for a while, but here we go. In the air. Oh no, we have to do this again. All right, so let's just show you. There is a coin and it is a flower.
Walk away.
There's a flower.
That's flower.
That's a flower, and there is
a number.
A number 1. You have a 50-50 chance. Oh, you need to get in focus. You have a. If you want to play, you have a 50-50% chance to get this right. You need to choose flower or number. Flower or number for a 50-50 chance to win 2,000 reward points. And of course, you can walk away
2,000.
with 1,000 reward points. Chocks, when's the last time anyone walked away with
Walk
1,000
away.
reward points?
Eleanor Marino in episode 44.
There
level
you go.
3.
Eleanor's right there.
Away.
Eleanor Marino. She went for number. Well, she's saying number now, and she got. Wait, she didn't bet.
She walked away.
She walked away. So don't listen to Eleanor. She never went all
Yes.
this way. Yeah.
She walked away.
Walked away for a
With
chance to win.
1,000 points.
For a chance to win 2,000 reward points. If you decide to walk away, just let us know what you would have gone for if you decide to walk away. If you do go for it, you just need to let us know flower or
Number.
a number.
Flower number.
Well, 50-50 has been going for me now, so she's going to go for
Ah.
flower. I would say check out the balls on this girl, but, you know, that doesn't quite make sense. But yes, here we go. Drum roll, please. Good luck for this. She's been going for a flower in 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Yeah!
9! It is a bird coin. Unfortunately, my dear Jessica, it is unfortunately the number, and Chocks gets away with it. Let's get that into focus. You can see it's just number 1. It's
You had your
unfortunate.
fun,
There
Jessica.
you go. Right there. Thanks for being a good sport. Unfortunately, you did not get past.
She's gonna hate me.
She's gonna talk to you in
She's
the
not gonna reply.
admin chat now.
She's not gonna reply to my messages now.
Oh well, JC, thanks for being a sport. Joshua Harmon, you are up. Hopefully,
You are on the chopping board.
You know what happened. You can now follow up with regards to Jessica. Maybe you've learned from her mistakes.
Yes.
And
And maybe your gain, or maybe, you know, mistakes.
her loss is your gain. You see what is going on. It is time for Joshua Harmon to face the music. You now have 4 hands, 3 coins. Will you choose number 1? Number 2, number 3, or number 4 for a chance to win 500 reward points, 75% chance. Good luck. Let us know in the comments. Joshua Harmon. Oh, Brenton was 3 for 3.
Really?
Wow. He was 3
But
for
nobody
3.
listened to you, right?
Brenton is saying 3. Jeremy saying number 2. Joshua is not even on the stream anymore.
Oh!
Joshua Harmon's gone for number 4
It's
for
like
a chance to win.
Totally ignoring everyone's comments.
He's laser
Yeah,
focused.
someone said 1, someone said 2, someone said 3. He
He's
went,
playing his own go. Nah, he's
Yeah.
going for his own thing.
that's right.
Let's just say, Joshua, had you chosen number 1, you'd be sitting there with 500 reward points. Had you chosen number 2, you'd be sitting there for 500 reward points. But no, you like to play it like JC. And you like to go for the 50-50. Except for there's a fundamental difference. One is that she got 500 and you didn't. No.
That wasn't me.
Oh, Joshua. That is another who that wrapped up for the week. Thanks for being a good sport. Unfortunately, this time you walk away with nothing. Those are new contestants, right? There's never been
Never been what?
never been a they've never played before, have they?
Oh no, Joshua actually played before. Episode 45. He
Oh!
walked away with 500 the
So
first time.
you know he's been 500 points up. He's experienced that before. So you know at least he's got that. So unfortunately, Joshua, not this time. But yeah, R.I.P. But you know, there's always this time next week for another chance to win. You are the gatekeeper of the points, and no one's getting them from you.
That's right.
Who's the best? Who is the Hall of Fame right now?
It's still Angela La. She walked away with 4,000 points.
4,000 points. And nobody's been anywhere near. And that was like right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning, as like the third episode.
The second episode.
No,
oh.
37, 38, 39.
Yeah, beginning of the third
The
episode,
one who
yeah.
had 1 play on 37.
Yeah.
And then after that, what was the max?
So many die. 1K, 500, 1K, 500.
Was it 1, 2, 3, 4? And after that, 4 players walked away with
1K.
1K. Yeah.
You should get. You should do it. You should set this up as a. You should set this up as a. Like a Excel file, so you can see when you like say one, you know, what the numbers are. Like they made it this, and you can see exactly what the total is, and you can see that nobody made it to 8K.
That's okay.
One person made it to 4K. Yeah, amazing. Who that is back at it again next week. Hopefully, just make sure you guys understand it could be from anything. It's not who that game character. It's not who that comic book character. It's who that in Angela is the GOAT right now.
Where is she?
Too busy spending her 4,000 points.
She should come in and go, yeah, no one's going to take that title away from me.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Chocks, hit up your shout-outs. Yeah, hit up your shout-outs. And we will then come and finish off the stream with the Bowser numbers.
All right, guys. So, pretty a quiet week, actually. So, basically, you know, the most noise that we made this week was the Rare. So, big shout-out to Rare. Hopefully, you know, the partnership will continue to blossom for amazing things in the future. We're having a great time. We're having a blast creating these fun characters. We grew up playing on these characters as well. So it's been an honor to
absolute honor
work on those. So definitely big shout out to you guys. Good luck with the new game coming out 2018. And then again, guys, it's Christmas approaching. We've still got those giveaways ongoing with Marvelous Statue, MCE, Dark Souls Dangalangs, and of course Collectorverse. The entries for Collectorverse has ended, but make sure you guys follow up with them because they're gonna do the selection. They're going through the selection phase pretty much soon, so we'll keep you guys posted on when their stream is going to happen, so you guys can actually follow up to find out who's the winner. We'll be watching as well. We want to know where we're at with the nominations as well. So thanks for everyone that actually voted as well. Hopefully, maybe we can win one or two. Not being too greedy, but okay, maybe all three of them. But thanks, guys. Anyway, but thanks for participating. Thanks for joining up to the social channels as well. There will be more giveaways as well. Just like last year, there will be a daily giveaway for those daily reviews, right? So if there's 5 days, there'll be some reward points to be given out for those 5 days. So what are we talking about?
Sneaks.
Yeah.
Are we still, can we turn it down a bit this year?
All right, then we're going to turn it down a little bit this year, guys.
It was mental.
I
think John came back to me a year later. He just recently goes, "Yeah, no, we didn't make any money."
All right, then,
we're
guys.
giving out those points.
So,
we will give out points, of course, but maybe not as. What was it? 1 for 1, like 10 people for like whatever it was, and then like 25 people get.
I want to give out points now, but apparently I can't.
Well, you can, but it's not. It was like that was bonkers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. And the question was, are we making any money? The answer was, well, come back a year later, and the answer was, no, we're not.
It took a year to figure that out.
Exactly.
Well, we'll figure something out for Christmas for sure. But I think
Yeah.
you guys really want to look forward to the reviews, the daily reviews.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And we've got one more thing, right?
Yeah, we got to talk about Bowser, all that sort of stuff. So
we've got one more thing, right?
yeah, all that sort of stuff. And are you done
Hey,
with
we
your...
got one more thing,
Yeah,
right?
I know. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, cool. Guys, we're going to be going very, very soon. Give us, 5 more minutes in terms of you want to ask some questions before we give the Bowser information. So let us see any questions we got there. People are asking about Alphonse. That is, we just had to make some more changes. We had approval just to sort of go to the next stage with regards to we had to make some changes. We're working on that just now. How's it going, Patrick? Thanks for joining us. Good timing to get your hashtag in there. There are currently 73 people on the stream, so we will give a feeding frenzy right after the stream for 73. So make sure you check that out. It will be within 50 minutes after we go offline.
Anything about Phoenix Wright? That'll cheer Jessica up.
She needs some cheering up, right?
Yeah. That'll cheer Jessica up.
So Alex, I saw you earlier on the stream. Did you jump off? Come back and join us, yeah? Will you guys create a TT for the art book of your job? That'd be nice to do an art book, wouldn't it?
TT for an art book.
Chris Hildebrand Jr. We
That'd
need
be
to do
cool.
that pre-order calendar. Brandon Evans in the house. Guys, is the Sif shipper box going to be bigger than the Artie box? Couldn't fit that in my car. I think it is, isn't it?
Oh, what, sorry?
Which is bigger, Sif or Artorias?
I
shipper
think
box?
Artie is bigger than Sif, which is quite, quite an achievement, right? To get Sif shipping box down.
Okay. Alex was in and out. All right, cool. All right, guys. So we are going to let us know one more time what you think the Bowser exclusive numbers will be, and I will let you know what is going on. We're going to talk about that one.
Yes, Okami caps. Yeah, we're definitely following that up right now. We're talking to the factories about how we're going to proceed onwards. We know there's the black one, the black caps, and we also know that the white caps as well that comes with the Okami bus. So that is still ongoing. It's definitely picked up pace work wise with regards to those caps. So don't worry about that.
Johnny DeJesus says Persona 5 Phantom Thieves 1/6 scales went on with their Awakening Personas. That's like way expensive. 1/6 scale plus a 1, because what the summoning is bigger. It's like a 1/4 and a 1/6. Do you want to be tickling $600, $700 every Persona 5 thing you will? That might be a bit, that would be a lot of lolly. I'm not quite sure that's accessible enough.
Hey, Stephanie, Torch Ring updates. Yes, I believe Sonny and Jeff are sorting out with regards to getting those items shipped out. We know that they announced some new products earlier in the week with some new rings and a pendant. So we are going to hit up with Torch over in Japan to work something out, and hopefully in due time we'll get those pre-orders up for the next partnership.
Yeah, Patrick, we think we will be doing that. Who was it I saw? Bradley thinks that Bowser X is 400 and regular 500. I'll tell you for sure, moving forwards, 9 times out of 10, exclusives will always now outright get much more than regulars. We don't get that much regular orders in from wholesalers anymore. It's much more about focusing on direct sales on the exclusive. So you'll find that the exclusive versions is what will be more than the regulars moving forwards, and that's been that for a while now. And the exclusive, it does not refer to exclusive in rarity. It is to do with exclusive to be on our site plus exclusive items. So it's not about the rarity. That's not what we're about.
That's right.
Ooh. Is that Jerry as in the Jerry?
Huh? Who?
What is up, Jerry? How's it going, mate? How's the kitty? Hope it's been. Hope you're doing well. How does one become a wholesaler? Depending on what location you're in, you either can come to us directly, or if you're in America, you need to go through our distributor itself. In the meantime, guys, we will let you know that Bowser exclusive is the very, 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 very beginning of the 4 digits. Very, very proud to say their orders have hit 1,000 for the exclusive. What an achievement, what an honor, and we are so proud of that. What do you think, Chocks? Much better than we expected it was going to do, and we're very, very happy to do that. So that's been
What?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's just we're very, very happy to do that. Okay, guys, so that was 73 people on the stream, and guys, we just wanted to say that we are going to...
Yeah, so guys, thanks for the support, Bowser.
I will do, Jerry, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, all right, so...
Yeah, Bowser, yeah.
We will be... Just 1 second,
what's
guys.
the number again, Bowser?
1,000.
1,000, yeah. Let me just write that down.
Yeah, okay. Update the website as well.
Yeah. And the rest.
Guys, we just want to quickly show you something. 3, 2, 1. Bada bing, bada boom. Well, that didn't work.
We are going to show you something, guys.
What happened there?
When it works.
Why didn't that work?
What? Just whack it. You know how you whack a TV? I don't know.
How strange. Ande. How does that work?
Don't go away just yet, guys.
I'll try this then. Media source. Weird.
Don't go away just yet, guys.
Strange. Jeffrey? Smooth.
Slip that in.
Chocks, hit it.
Yo, there you go, guys. A quick couple-hour jobby from Jeffrey before he went home for the weekend. You know, very amateurish, but it worked. So I hope you guys saw that. Definitely something's gonna coming back. It's the Various Suit returns.
Various Suit returns for its last chance.
For the last chance weekend, 29th of December. Whoo! Just slip that in before the year ends.
Yeah, baby.
And
right before the end.
And obviously we will be doing a stream on that day anyway, because we will be reviewing something there. So yes, last chance weekend, 29th of December. We will tell you all about the new updates of Various Suit in due time. So just bookmark this date to make sure that you're ready for the last chance weekend for Various Suit.
Cool. You see the yeah, it's like paused.
All right. Okay.
I don't know why like it didn't work on the thingy bob, but yeah. Philippe,
Yeah.
it was only just for this one and Majora's Mask, but moving forwards, it will be opening up for all of them in the future, and this will follow very similar to Majora's Mask as well, where those that want to cancel will have full grace period, and those that don't want can those that do want that on the wait list will auto convert, etc., etc.
We will go through all the details on that because there's slight changes with this to this last chance weekend. But remember, guys, December 29th, 2017, last chance weekend for Various Suit. I know everyone's been waiting for a long time with that. Obviously, we mentioned that 2 weeks ago, I believe, that Various Suit was approved. It could have been last week's stream or the week before. We mentioned it's been approved, so we gonna get that new sample up and ready for the last chance weekend. We're gonna do the comparison. We're gonna take some photos of the old Various Suit, compare it to the new Various Suit, so you guys can check that out and compare, and then see, give you plenty of time to make your decisions, and then we'll just take it from there on. So make sure you sign up to the newsletter if you haven't done so. So hopefully there'll be no more where's Various Suit until we ship that thing out. But I'm glad we got there to that stage right now.
Absolutely. All right, that's it, Chocks.
All right,
guys, thank you so much for joining us. Today is Friday, the 8th of December 2017. It has been our honor that you guys hung out with us today. It's clocked in at just coming up to 3 hours on the clock. So much appreciated for taking the time to hang out with us today. We will be back at it again. Remember, 73 people, I think, for the Feeding Frenzy in 15 minutes. Make sure you get on that page and get ready for it. Pro tip, always, it starts with F4F/FF, and then there is a little bit of extra. So if you're on a mobile phone, just don't bother copying and pasting. Just remember what it is, because it's always the first 5. You just have to remember 5 things, and you can just sort of put that in quicker than you can probably cut and paste it, perhaps. depending on how you want to do it. But we will be back at it again next Friday, and we'll be in the club as always. So thank you so much for joining us today. As always, I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love.
F4F is
And
life.
we'll see you on the next one. Peace!
Laters.